Good morning, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to EVE Online. Hello Monkey Boy, hello Jay, how are things going? We're live. Let's see, thank you for the good luck, Jay. And I've been playing a lot of Beam NG recently. Yeah, I gotta get back into that. I haven't played in a while. I started having trouble with Beam itself, not with RLS. And I just haven't been able to or bothered to fix it. But we'll get that set up again at some point and keep going. I want to see, there's been a lot of changes to the RLS mods since I last played, so that'll be fun to do. Okay. Give myself a second to get my head wrapped around what's here. Refresh this. Hang on, okay. Good, everything looks good. Microphone's on, so that's important. Where are my glasses? I'll find those on my first break. Oh, they're there, one sec. There we go. Don't want to get a headache. Oh, okay. So, what we're going to do... I used to love BeamNG, but it got repetitive. Yeah, Monkey Boy, I was playing it with the RLS Career Overhaul, so it had like a whole full-blown career mode. It's a mod pack. I can get you links to their Discord if you want to check them out. It's really good. So you actually have a full career mode with markets and it's buying and selling cars and building them up and doing whatever. It's pretty good. There's some videos on my YouTube channel as well if you want to see it. But if you still want to play Beam, you want something a little more exciting, that's definitely one way to do it. Okay. I'm going to try something, a little experiment. So yesterday, me and my son were we ended up watching a video by Captain Benzie where he ran an Abyssal Thrasher, and that reminded me that I was working on a Thrasher before I quit for Abysses. So I wanted to give it a try. So this is basically a slightly upgraded version of the fit Captain Benzie was using. Oh, those are my skins. That's the more important window. So you can see... Sorry, I can't see because my glasses were smudged. So you can see, but I can't. Oh man. I think the cats were smelling my glasses because I got little tiny nose prints on them. Okay, there we go. I can see. This is for electricals, Alara. I'll show you. Man, I remember trying to play E for a bit, but it was a bit too confusing for me. Yeah, it's a hard game to learn. They're J. Once you learn it, once you get past what's called the learning cliff, once you get on top of that, there's a lot to do and it's a lot of fun. So. Okay, so this is for T0 Abyssal Blitzing. It's for going as fast as you can. I'm kind of wanting to see... This is actually a pretty accurate reading. It cost me about 20 million. Some of the stuff I already owned, but we'll mark it as 20 million. This is slightly upgraded because I'm running T2 guns, even though I'm running Fleet EMP. I probably could run a T2 ammo in here. But they don't have... I think they're... That's more about range, right? Like this is not... We're going to be doing EM damage. Neither of these do that, I believe. Yeah, so that's fine. So we'll run the faction ammo because we want to be hitting EM because of the electricals. No, I'm going to try this solo. I want to see how fast it goes. The idea is this should be, once you get it down, under 3 minutes a run. Or about 3 minutes, give or take. Captain Benzie said 3 to 4 minutes, but he did one under 3, so... depending on the spawns, but I just want to try it. It does show that we're not cap stable. So if we simulate the fit, you can see that. And we're going to be running this pretty much like this. However, there's an EM weakness in the mobs in there, so that's why we're doing that. But also a cap bonus from the electrical storm, so we should be closer. Maybe not perfect. So the rigs are the same, although I put in a T2 particle collision accelerator. I think he was running a T1, so I put in that. The T2 guns, I'll talk about the shields in a second, but I did a T2 booster, and everything else is the same. Although I don't remember if they're running T2 gyro stabilizers, but there we go. I had most of this fit. I was already running artillery when I was building it, so I just kind of tweaked it out with what they had figured out. This is so confusing. No, it's not. These are your guns. These are your not guns. So I know most of the time you don't run a buffer and an active tank, right? Like an extender, but basically this is to soak it up, and this just so we can start the next room with full shields, more than anything. So it works in this case. Normally you'd want to fit more resists, but we're in a destroyer, so we don't have a lot of options for that. But we're just going to try it. It says, so 20 million. We're just going to count the red loot, the sheets. Monkey Boy, and also, yeah, this is confusing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will answer them as best I can. But what we're going to do is we're just going to undock and we're going to do this thing. So, there he is. Needs a name. Anybody suggestions for a name for this guy? He's go fast, shoot hard. I guess the big thing is right here. 2093 Alpha. So the idea is we're hoping to one or two shot most things. Some of the battleships we might have to do with... Yeah, zoom and boom. Okay, yeah, that works. We can run it that. Whoops. Sticky shift finger. Not the key, my finger. Oops, I don't want to do that. I gotta change name here. I keep doing that. I think you can click up here and do it, but you can't. I'm actually going to save the fit as well. Save as calm elec. Put dashes in here. Oops. But yeah, there we go. Zoom and boom. So we're going to get in. The first room's a little hard because you have to close the distance, so hopefully it won't be too bad. And the next room's idea is I'm going to drift. So if I remember how artillery works, you do the best, your full damage between fall off and optimal, if I remember correctly, and then your fall off range, every time you hit that, you cut your damage in half. So from 22 to 44 kilometers, we lose in that range sort of a gradient down to 50% damage. And then after that, at 66, it'd be no damage, is how I remember it. But our targeting range is, I know it's here, 33. So basically anything that we can lock, we can shoot. And that's what Benzie said, Captain Benzie said as well, so that works. So the idea is in the second and third room, we're going to drift until we get within lock range, lock the target, and shoot. And we drift with the micro warp drive on, hopefully. But let's just go ahead and try the first run, and we'll see how long it takes. I'm only going to count the red sheets because that's guaranteed ISK. So it might take us a little while. I'll probably actually... Yeah, we'll see. Or I can just count the loot. That does work as well. I need my filament spot. I have filaments in here, right? I did put some in. I did. I put 6, so we'll do the 3 runs because it takes 2 with the destroyer. We do have to fleet with ourselves, so we'll do that real fast. Okay, we can just minimize that. I'm going to actually pop this. It's a small window. We can... Do you remember how to hide this thing? I can never remember how to hide the stupid side window. Compact, maybe? No. Okay, that's fine. That'll work. Just want a small window here so we can loot the rooms easier. Alright, here we go. So the loot button should be like right here. Not as... Okay, let's see how this goes for the first one. There's our little gate. Conduit. Abyssal trace, I guess they call it. We're going to go into the conduit now. Okay. So Captain Benzie was shooting the biocache first. I'm going to try and shoot the rat first to mitigate a little bit more damage. It might mean we loot less efficiently. Okay, so we're not moving for this first room, so we have to start approaching. Okay. So we can lock this up. And then as soon as this guy's in range, we start locking him. You can see... We're going to orbit this. I'm just going to run our repper, and we should see... How are we in here? So yeah, 3 minutes instead of 1 minute. That's not bad. You can see once we get through that shield, he goes a little fast. And then shoot that. So yeah, probably a little faster the way Benzie was doing it, but here. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay. This is the window we want then. So the first one's going to be a little off because I'm sort of setting up, but we'll get there. And quickly top up the shield before we hit the next room. That should do. Close enough. And then the first time now we drift because our micro warp drive will stay on. So we should be able to get in range before we trigger the room, hopefully. See how that works. So we'll see it, okay. Once they start locking us, we'll... See, they're not doing anything yet, and then... Shoot that guy. He's kind of in range, but that's okay. 2 shots because he got close. We wiped out the first guy 1 shot, so that's pretty good. We might have to kite. No, we got him. Well, this is working. So far, so good anyway. Loot. Enter. I decided I'm not going to focus on blitzing. I'm just going to enjoy my jacked off. Fair enough. So we'll see what the value of the loot is after the first run. Or maybe we'll do it we'll check it every 3 runs. So it's going to basically be till we paid for it. We'll check the time, or until we lose it. Oh, I didn't reload my guns, but that's probably okay for this one. We'll see. Okay, let it drift. Lucifer Echo. That is a rogue drone. Whoops. Ah, see, I've triggered the room now because I locked onto the box. Okay, we got the loot. Head to the gate. See that? And then we'll reload. And that's good. So shooting the can first is the right move. I need to get the cans on my combat overview. I almost need another one of these just for the abyss, but we'll figure it out. Okay, let it drift. Oh, we're out. That was the 3rd room. Wow. I didn't even check the time on that one. But it was fast. And 4.7 million, so 5 times, and we'll pay for it, basically. Let's do another one. We'll dock back up after the 3rd one, and then we'll grab 3 more filaments. We'll do them 3 at a time. That's when we'll check the value of the loot. Where are you? There you are. Just do one more pulse. Oh, I have to move. Because we had a invulnerability flag. Under 8 minutes, because that's what I am at, and you started around the same time I did. Fair enough. We'll check the timer on this one. I didn't even realize it was so fast. It's good, though. It's a good way to do T0s if you want to just cram them out. Okay, we'll check the timer this time. Try to pay attention to what room we're on. We will shoot the cans first. Well, it's hard to say. We'll see. Okay. This one, blast needles. So they're hitting in the explosion, which should be good. Shield should be good against that. What I should do is actually split one gun out. This. Once they're not shooting, I can do that. And then you can actually... Oops. There we go. can see that was less than a minute. That was like 50 seconds. Oh. Oh, right, I was going to split one gun out. We'll do that here. I'm going to use one gun so I can shoot the can with one gun. There we go. Okay, so we're going to drift closer to this. As soon as we're in range of this guy, we'll lock both, and we'll save the one gun for the can. That's going to be something we're going to try. And then we just put the other gun on the target after. Yeah, like that. Let's turn our shield on. Shield booster on. Ooh. But that's okay. Shield booster do its thing. Let's reload all. And jump the next conduit. Oh. Said reload all. Interesting. So that's under 2, right? 2 minutes 15. Just over 2 minutes. Okay, and what do we got? Drift in. 1 lucid Aegis, okay. Now we can turn the, whoops, turn the shield booster off, perfect. And we seem to be able to lock on just over 40. Gate, let's rep, let's reload. Give me 1 second, I'll answer your question in a second. This is the last one, so yeah. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Not bad. Okay, do you plan to stream your other Toon Faction Warfare, or is that hard to stream? I want to follow along so I know where to go, what ships, where to patrol, what defending the site means, takes, etc. Yeah, I'm trying. The holdup is I don't really have time right during the times when the fleets are running at the moment, so mostly I have to kind of figure it out on my own, and I just haven't had really any time. That's the long and the short of it. I do intend to eventually do so, yes, DH Magic Man. But, oh yeah, Tranquils is what I meant. That's what I've been running, right? Tranquil Electrics? Yeah. So, yeah. Once I get that started up, I'll probably start off camera because, yeah, it is a little trickier to stream because then the bad guys find out and they come watch you so they can, you know, stream snipe and stuff. So, I don't know. We'll figure that out. It definitely is coming. It's on my list. I just haven't had a chance to really get my feet wet. I parked my character out there, and that's about all I've done. We should do some dual faction warfare rooms eventually. Alara will get there. But again, I'm enjoying just being back, so. For this first room, since we have to move anyway. This is going to be a cruiser, so we'll. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it the way Captain Benzie said to do it, because. Oh, wow. Killed that so fast. I think I'm going to start double-clicking near it instead of approaching the actual can, or the biocache. One more shot. Hey, it didn't open. It didn't open for me. I'm just going to do it one. That splitting the guns isn't working for me as well. So once we're in the next room, I'll switch them over. This time we coast, so that's one room. we'll wait till we're in range to start locking them, and then we'll shoot the can. A little premature. One shot. Got the can already. One shot. Jump the gate. That's not bad. Under 2 minutes for 2 rooms. Nice. Probably don't actually even need to reload. Why can't I reload these though? Usually, I didn't start it before I started the jump. Ooh, hopefully I didn't actually click on stuff. So at about 44 we can start locking. No? 38, okay. We'll get the last target down. And that's the whole room in 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Okay. Oh, didn't quite get there. So that's... So that's all the electricals we brought. So this is all loot. So that's already 5 million. We'll round to the nearest... So that's 5.1 million. Let's go get some more electricals, unless I have enough to do another one. I do. This one's a freebie, so we gathered it. I'm currently training Mimitar cruisers. I might try to do a stabber in the abyss. Cool. Stabbers are fun. So that's the other thing I want to start looking at. We're going to need it soon. Start sort of getting my crap together for the events that are coming. Like the Halloween event, the Crimson Harvest. Tranquil Electrical, use. In we go. Let's reload. Might as well. Ouch. Disparu troop hurts. Disparu. Which ones? What are they? Which faction? Is that the Edencom? It's the first room, so we might as well just lock this container. So I was trying to fit tracking enhancer in here, but I just could not get it. It was just too tight of a fitting. Come on, guns. So... Oh, wow, sub 1 minute. We're doing that's cool. This is fun. I mean, it doesn't make a lot per run. You got to factor in the price of the filaments, I suppose, but they're not that much. They're like 100,000 each, so it's 200,000 to go into the run. Why doesn't it open it? It's supposed to. Oh, gotta start watching our tank. They are 2-0 electric. Sir Paper. I am trying something. Didn't mean to. I wanted to drift just a little closer. Give me 1 second. I can tell you here. Yeah, so I'm just trying this blitzing thing where we're doing these in sub 3 minutes. Like you can look here. This one would be about 3 minutes, actually, probably even less. Yeah, just under 2:45 for the whole site. So in our first 3, we got 5 million in about, just under 10 minutes. So that's like times 6. It's 30 million an hour doing it this way, roughly. Again, you got to factor in those other costs. Like I'm not factoring the costs of the filaments. I'm factoring their value when I loot them. Tranquil, we don't have enough, so I'm gonna go get a couple more. So it's pretty fun so far. What are we at for our first bit? We've done 5 runs, and we're at 6.2. So at that rate, that's 4 runs. We need 20 million to pay for the ship, give or take. We have some suspects on the field. I wonder what they're doing.
Request accepted.
So it's a little experiment here in the morning just to see how things go. Again, I was working on doing something with ruptures in the abyss before. And then yesterday night in Alara we were watching Captain Benzie do this, so I wanted to give it a go. He did it about a year ago. I was going to complain that my jackdaw's slower, but I realized I'm doing T1s. Yeah, but your jackdaw should be running T1s faster than it needs to. I can probably run T1s in this if I'm careful. Maybe not, but duels, we could duel T1s easily. Well, easily. Alright, so I wrote down 6.2. Let's stack all these. Like that's already 5 million right there. That's most of the money anyways, which is guaranteed. Go here. Stack all. And then we'll do Lek. And we'll take 6 more. So you can see like that stack is like 2 million. I've hit Charybdis every single run so far. Yeah, the Charybdis will take a minute, huh? That's okay, you're having fun. That's the point. And that's why I'm doing this too. It may not be the best ISK, but it's fun. It's fun to do. I'll get to my spot.
Warp drive active.
And again, with duels, we could do a T1s probably pretty quick. Can you fly a Rupture like this one there, Elora? Once I've paid for it, we'll try it. I didn't do a lot of off-camera money making yet. I've done a little bit of market stuff. That's all on my market halt. You don't need the T2s. I just fit them because I probably could have actually got better tracking maybe with T1s. Doing meta fits. Oh, my police skin. Doot, doot, doot. What other skins do I even have? I was looking at them and then they had to go live. Oh, that's a cool one. Yeah, I remember that. Biosecurity and police. Okay. We'll do it in the Aurora. Let's do this one. All right. So this won't be what we're doing all day, but I wanted to give it a go at least to see if I could pay for it. It'd be actually kind of cool to see how long it took. So we're only half an hour into the stream and I'm about half paid for. It's it'll be very soft. So in T1s we'll probably, but if we can blap like neuters off the field before they can neutralize us, probably be okay. We have 3 minutes of cap with the booster on, and we're running these in under 3 minutes, so take from that what you will, I suppose. Come on, shoot him. He was zipping past. It'll hit him again once he goes past us here. I should actually shoot the can real quick. Turn that on. That was a little bit of a futz. Didn't get to, so the can first is the way to go. You don't even have to really reload, it looks like, but hey, jump it, I said. We got another tranquil electrical. Okay. So as he goes past, we lose tracking for a second. Oh, it did loot it. No, it didn't. Why didn't it loot it? Loot it. Thank you. We're going too fast with that micro warp drive. I did loot the last one, right? I sure hope so. Looks like it. So we're just gonna let ourselves coast within range. This is a dude. Let's turn our charger off for a moment. Probably, if this guy hits us, we'll take a bit of damage, but why weren't we shooting? There we go. That's definitely looted. Head towards the gate. Yeah, so he's missing us, which is good. We're fast enough. Cool. We're going to quickly throw a reload on just before we activate the gate. That was the last room. Yeah, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Hello, D-Moon King. How are you? How are you doing? Just gonna wait for that trace to go away anyway. Yeah, this is a little bit of a sadder set of runs. I might have missed one or a couple cans because it wasn't looting when I thought it was. It's entirely possible. It's a bit of a sadder run. Oh no. No. 5 million. Even if we don't factor in. No, that's 1.3. It just wasn't updating. Okay. Whoops. Still. Why no skill training? Because I have it currently training on an alt on this account. And I mean, okay, show you why. 122 million skill points. I have pretty much everything sub-capital to at least 4. But most of it's at 5. I can apply pretty much anything. So I moved it to my faction warfare alt. Not max skill. There is a max skill, but I don't think anybody's, well, I guess they could have paid for it now, but it would take a long time to train to max skill points. Like, without injectors, I don't know if there was enough time yet. Someone's done the math, I'm sure. I haven't, but It would take a very long time. But no, I have like pretty much all the subcap skills I could want for combat stuff. So I'd be training like industry stuff now, which I might do. Right now I'm training some stuff on my faction warfare guy. Yeah, I think I missed a couple cans. So this is a bad run. This is a bit of a botched run. Pacifier Disparu. I'm actually gonna try this again. Can we one shot the can, please? Nope. Okay. I think if we take our first shot at 22, we'd one shot it every single time. Okay, we got that. Whoops. Run. Yes, you can train multiple characters at once, but you have to get what's called a multi-character training certificate, MCT. With one of those, you can train multiple characters at a time, but for the base game, no. One subscription, one character train. But you can have up to 3 characters on the account. So you only train one at a time without buying a certificate. Don't activate shield. Drift into range of this baby. What are we on here? Devoted Hunter. Ooh. Oops, I should have waited. Oh, we one-shot it anyway. We got the loot, we did. Ooh, this guy hurts. Oh, wait, we got him. He was starting to hurt there for a second. That's the second room. I keep turning off my booster. I'm going to let the shield recharge just for a second this time. That one was a bit harder. We're still doing well, though. 2 minutes for 2 rooms. So we're heating into our 3rd minute. Hopefully this room will be a little easier. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, it's not a problem. Like, it does take time to train anyway, and I just kind of trained everything on Kel because I like him to be able to do everything. Alright, another Devoted Hunter. Okay, I'm going to actually wait till we're a little closer on the can and try that. Like here. Come on, guns, get on him. And then pew pew. Open the rack. We got a Damavik BPC. And we're good. He should be down in the next volley. Boom. And jump out. Yep, sub 3, just. It's okay, we'll have time to fix that now. That's our 3rd run. Do we have any more? We do. So let's just give it a second. We'll look at chat here. This is a Thrasher. So this is a Thrasher I started working on 5 years ago, a similar idea, but then I saw a YouTube video by Captain Benzie. This is based on their fit. It's just a big, it's called Zoom and Boom. It's for blitzing level T0 electrical conduits. So EM ammo in the tops, whatever, the 280mm artillery, I put in the T2s. You don't have to do that. A small booster, I put a T2, don't have to. Shield extender, micro warp drive, and then damage, T2 rig, you can do a T1. And then auxiliary current router just to fit everything, and then just as fast as we can do these T0s. How are we doing since that run? I just want to wait for things to recharge a bit. Nothing on D-scan. We're out of D-scan range of everything else, so as long as nobody's probing us, we're good. So 3.4, we don't know what this is worth either, so 3.4 without that, that's not bad so far. And we're just kind of seeing how long it takes us to pay for it. How are we doing? Okay, good. Reload our guns, start fresh. Let's get our conduit opened. In we go. So it's a cheap Thrasher, Minmatar Destroyer. I really like the Thrasher, actually. I've done a lot of fun things with Thrashers in the past. Cat, move butt. If you're gonna sit here, you gotta lay down, okay? There you go, thank you. Now I can see. I paid 20 million for it. But 2 more runs, I'm at double my wallet. Nice, that's a good one. Let the repper run for a second. Got the loot out of here, right? I'm gonna put the empty one on. Oops, I didn't want to. Oh, I botched this run. Where? Oh, it's already on there. Okay, fair enough. Turn off the repper for a sec. So I'm making 30 mil an hour. So am I. Roughly. And that first hour will pay for my ship. And then I'm roughly making 30 mil an hour as well. How's that make you feel? Go. Close, start spamming here. Got the loot. Head to the gate. Make up a little bit of our lost time. Turn our repper on because they hurt. About that. That's fine. Just saying, if you're making 30 mil and I'm making 30 mil, it's fun. It's just interesting, that's all. Your ship probably cost 5 times? Maybe 10? So you have to spend a little more time, that's all. To make your money back. Oops. Oops, why did I not shoot at that? That was weird. Can we shoot? Thank you. This is the last room. Head to the gate. Yep. We're hitting our times. I would argue the Rupture is pretty... I mean, yeah, okay, a Jackdaw's a cool ship, but so is a Rupture. That's a personal preference thing. And that's our 3 runs, right? So did they give us enough to do another one? We have another one. Wait for the trace to go away. Okay, we're catching up. 4.5 million. Let's reload our guns. Break our invulnerability. Trace should be disappearing any second. Stack all. Tranquil electrical. Here we are. So we did pick up enough that we could do an extra run, which is cool. We're doing 4 runs for every 3 filaments. That's kind of neat so far. Just more details to kind of learn as we go. Okay. Yes, I'm safer, so that makes my running worse than yours? Or what's your point? I'm safer making this about the same amount of money as you are in a cheaper ship. Tell me the math. Let's even get this striking Damovic down first. What? I shot. There we go. Must have missed the first shot because he was zipping past us. Okay. I'm curious what your point is. I'm not arguing. I'm curious what your point is. Spark needles. These ones are going to hurt because they're doing EM. Oh, still cycling my guns. These ones might... Oh no, they're good. I was gonna say, it might require me to kite them a little bit, but really we don't have to. As soon as my guns finish cycling, there we go. Okay, second room down. That said, your point, okay, hang on, let me get this lined up here. You're probably better because your ship is currently less likely to die. Also, the amount of micro I have to do with this shit is crazy. Yep. But, okay, so here's my main point always. Are you having fun? I know everybody's always about the ISK per hour, ISK per minute, ISK per... Are you having fun? If you're having fun, then you're doing it right. The money will come. You know, there's times when you want to worry about ISK per hour, but as a general rule... Wow, 2.5 minutes on that one. That was the last room. Yep. No, it's the same. So you're having fun, so you're doing it right. Doesn't matter what the ISK per hour is to me. I've never really focused on the ISK per hour. I do it here because people want to know when I'm doing these tests, and it's a good measure to see how efficient something is. Is it fun? Yeah, actually, I'm kind of having a lot of fun doing this. I like flying in not typical ships. What'll be curious to see if we can find another destroyer, maybe something armor tanking for doing firestorms that can do the same thing. Maybe a... I guess we could armor tank a rupture and do the same thing, maybe. Be interesting to try. Is our filament gone? It is. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do the bonus one since the room paid for it. Tranquil electrical. And then we'll check it. Unless we lose it.
Autopilot engaged.
No autopilot.
Autopilot disabled.
6 million so far? Cool. This is going to be better than our last one. Ooh, a Dragoon might work. Yeah. Because lasers are EM thermal, right? And drones. Ember needle. This should be okay. This is thermal damage. Should be generally okay. Oops, I turned that on too soon. Plow. Now we'll turn it on. Start looting. Get our guns on that guy. Click the loot button over here. As soon as it triggers, we can loot it. Got it. Jump out. Turn off that. Reload guns. Nice. Almost died because my gun stopped shooting and wouldn't restart. I was spam clicking it. You kept turning them on and off? Yeah, I do that sometimes. Are we jumping? Oh. Well, it's a newt ship with drone bonus and missile hard points. Yes, but it also has lasers. And that's the important part for this, because we don't care about newts. We're hoping to kill things before anything like that could happen. What's this guy? The Lancer, right? So we'll probably want to turn our bits on here shortly. Ooh, did we miss a shot? Turn it on, start taking damage. Aim for the loot, get our guns cycled. And shooting. Loot. Got it. No, yes, we got it. Hit the can. Oh, Dragoon's the missile ship. Which one am I? Oh, I'm thinking of the Courser, which isn't the drone. Which isn't drones. Got one more cycle, and then we'll turn that off. probs works though. Yeah. Why are we going so slow? That was weird. That was just, I must have bounced off the rack or something. We'll drift a little closer to this can. What do we got here? Spark needles, these will be fine. They are EM, which is a little bit of a problem. Well, would be. If we weren't killing them so fast. So when we start taking damage, we'll bring up our shield boosters. Shield booster. Loot it, thank you. Head to the gate. Shield booster on, just for a sec. Well, this is the last room anyway. And we're done. 3:15. Time to sell and go get some more ammo. Yeah. How am I doing? That's a good call. How am I doing? Oh, I got 5. I got lots. That was our run. So let's go ahead. We'll dock up. We'll check our value. We'll put it in the box. Grab some more filaments if we need to and keep going. We're like over halfway there though. We won't factor in the blueprint because I'll probably just keep it. 7.7. So that puts us at 13.9 of our 20 million. So one more set. At 10 minutes a pop, say. Or 10 minutes per set, 3 minutes per run. So some fancy easy rounding to keep the math simple. 3 sets of 4, I guess, because we've been getting some free ones as well. 12 runs is what I'm trying to say. Can we please
Docking
dock up?
permission requested.
What is wrong with this game today?
Docking request accepted.
So that's why you use faction missiles and you build them with your LP from mission running. You buy T1 missiles and convert them. Or build T1 missiles, even better. Because you can scrap the salvage loot, build missiles, probably. It's been a while since I've done it. I used to do that, build all my mission ammo myself. Drop this off. Oh, I'm going to drop off that blueprint too. Don't forget. Just in case we lose the ship. That's the other end point, is if we lose the ship. No. No. Wow, this is being... Might just be me. No. Just this. Thank you. You don't get LP from the abyss. No, that's what I was saying. From mission running. I did specifically say from mission running. So you're welcome. Keepers. I think we have a couple of those now. One of those... Oh, we have a Vedmak. That's the other one we have. And a Rodiva. This should be in here. Not at the moment. You're not... Never mind. Never mind. You just play your game. I do that. Meltdown missiles. Why did it... Oh. Windows decided to give me a pop-up right over the chat. I do that. Meltdown mission loot into minerals, make T1 ammo, use LP to turn it into faction ammo. Exactly, and that's what I was just saying. It saves you a fair bit of money from buying T2 or faction ammo. I do have a character that can do invention, and I could get 2 T2 blueprints and do it that way as well. T2 ammo blueprints, but I haven't set that back up yet. I was using all the corp stuff for all that, and I don't have my own BPOs, but I'll probably start getting those. That'll be one of my things I work on. I got a lot to do and set up. Like, that's the thing. I know faction warfare is exciting. I haven't had a chance to really get into it. I got all my marketing and industry to set up on my other character. But I'm having a lot of fun just doing stuff. So, oh, I didn't restart my... Speaking of doing stuff. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Restart, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. I haven't checked these. I got to rebuild them, but might as well have them doing something. It's better than them doing nothing. But yeah, so once I get all set up and get my own blueprints factory running, I'll just figure out where I want to set her up. And we can do that. I keep almost clicking jettison because it has a little highlight. Let's reload our ammo. Oh, I forgot to take my break. Okay, we'll do this run, and then I'll take a quick break. We'll pause the timer. Since I've already launched the filament, the trace. I meant to take a break at 10. I need to fill my coffee. It's yummy maple coffee now. I bought myself some fancy coffee yesterday. Because I deserve it. Or not, but I wanted it. Oh, turn this on. Wow, I didn't even finish locking this guy before that one got eat. Shoot. Top up our shields as we can. Shoot him again. Jump the gate. I have a Zegma integrated analyzer DPC, but I can't get all of the maps to sell. They sell for 600 million the module. Cool. Yeah. It probably takes some like nullsec ores and stuff, right? Spark needles. Okay. Guns are cycling and go. I didn't mean to turn on my repper. Got the loot. Watch the box disappear so we know that the loot is empty. Head to the gate. I'm going to bounce off the wreckage. So it's going to be a little slow getting to this gate. Wreck is gone. The ship is gone. Jump to the next room. Do one cycle of the shield booster if I can. Nope, too late. Okay, show me what they are. It's, you know what it is? It's exploration loot then. You gotta get into like relic sites and stuff and get the data chips. We can work out some sort of deal. We'll talk about it off camera. Oops. One second, I'll answer whatever just happened there. Did it? No, it did. Okay. Here we go. And that's the last one. C-Train. Yo, yo, yo. Hello. Hello, C-Train. How are you today? Thank you, Steve, for the follow. Welcome. Let me do a quick... I'm going to quickly dock up. We'll keep this run going. We won't count this break time because I forgot to take my 10 o'clock break. I will be 3 to 5 minutes at most, and then we'll be right back. So let me just get docked up here, and we'll do that. So, thank you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We'll finish up this run and see where we're at. Okay, we're back. Quick little break. Got my refreshed coffee. We have a cat joining us. We'll give her a second to settle down. And we'll get back at it. Sit. Oh, this isn't your way? Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. There you go. Alright, let's go ahead and get back on this. So we did one run so far for this batch. Back to running these abyss sites. Quick. Like I said, I just want to at least get to the point where we've paid for the rupture or the thrasher, and then after that, we'll figure out what we want to do next. I did want to try fitting up like a cruiser for T1s, but not anything super. Like I don't want to do a under 100 million would be target, just for the fun of it more than anything. But we can also go do some missions if Alara wants to get their standings boosted. That's up to, we'll leave that up to him when he comes back. I did offer to help him do that, so. Alright, 2 more runs with this. I did a bunch of T1 Abyss yesterday, doing some level 3-4s now, chilling out. Nice, yeah, we're blitzing T0 Tranquils with a Rupture. Sub 3 minute runs available. Usually about 3 to 3:15. And I'm just kind of doing it until I make enough value in loot to pay for it. In we go. Oh, should have reloaded. That's okay, we can reload between that. That's probably enough to clear the first room. We'll see. We got Blast Needle, Ember Needle. Either of those, doesn't even matter which one we kill first. I'm just gonna do this so we don't stop. Whoops. I wish the camera didn't keep changing. Come on, cycle, shoot. Oh, he was flying past. I should have waited. That's going to be a thing to learn. Watch their distance. You want them outside of 11 anyway, if you can. Finish your cycling guns. Shoot this guy. Loot. Head to the gate. Reload. Run a couple cycles of shield booster and go. For this? Yeah, I will, once we're out of here. I can link you my fit. Come on. 3 spark needles, this one could hurt. Oh, we shot past it. If you wanted to focus on this, you could probably get some implants for tracking, which would make it actually apply even better. Come on, guns, finish cycling. There we go. Don't need that. Did you have much luck in the T1 Abyss yesterday's sea train? Oh, there's the devoted. I might lock him. I might shoot him first this time. Wow, we're good. I'll just turn the booster. I'll just turn my booster on as soon as he's locking me. So we'll just turn it on. Oops. I decycled my guns by accident when I hit my shield booster. Can we target this guy? That'd be great. At least he's locked up before my gun's cycled. Got, yeah. That was the last room. Just under 3 minutes. Look at that. Okay, I did okay. I can do T3s in a Gila, but it gets spicy sometimes. Only made about 100 million ISK. Nice. Hey, but did you have fun? That's always my question. If you had fun, then it was successful. If it was frustrating... So while we wait for our trace to go away, let's... 3 million so far? 2 runs? I forgot to... Did we get another one? We did. We got another one. That's fancy. Cool. Let's break our invuln. Look for probes on the D scan. Find our tranquil electrical and go in. I didn't get any extras this time. What? Oh. Because I had a bunch selected. I kind of want to see if you can fit up a cruiser to take on T3s. Well, I'm not there yet. Working my way up. We'll get there. You want me to link the fit. Oh, you want to. You can't brain. Fair enough. Do you want to... Where are you currently, Alara? Start a conversation with me, please. Let me run this site. And when I'm... Actually... Where are you? Are you here? No. You're in Dode. Okay. I'll give you the fit after. Let me just keep going here. Oh, there you are. Okay, so... And again, you can meta down anything that's T2 that you can't fit. So... And it should still work. There you go. So, anybody else wants to fit, I can show it. Yeah, I like it trying to slowly build up. Yeah, fair enough. And that's probably the best way to approach it. That's my way. I kind of just do what I think is fun. And the money comes in, right? Like, I do set up a couple things. Like, I have my PI, but I don't, like, no life it. I just kind of run it and go pick it up, deal with it whenever I feel like it. I run missions. I do abyssals. You'd want to use the best 280 millimeter artilleries. I forget what they're called. I'd have to look. But whatever the top the meta ones are. What do we got? Spark needles, 2 of them? Okay. Come on, Can, get in range. Blat. Whoops, didn't mean to close that window. Can't even fit power grid yet. That's a skill issue, like training skills. Not a you skill, but a character skill issue. You need better fitting skills, which you should have anyway. That's part of the Magic 15, and you should train those up. Because that'll help with every single ship ever. This one could hurt. Let's get our guns going. Let's just turn the rep around so we don't forget. Oh, that actually was a pretty good hit, that first hit. Yeah, but what are your, for example, your rig skills, all sorts of, there's other skills that affect fitting, bud. Because, like, rigs can sometimes affect the power grid. I mean, if you've got power grid 5, so do I. I fit it, you don't. There's obviously something. We can look later. This is a new friendly fit, so you're just missing something. There's something you're missing that you would train as a new player. Oops. I was not paying attention. Another pass. So many passive fires this run, this time around. This is the final room. Shield Ripper on. Come on, come on, come on, give me the loots. And we're out. So how much power grid are you missing? There you go, right here. You need your rig fitting skills up because the collision accelerator in the rig slot increases the power grid needs of projectile weapons. Tranquil. Let's stack all this. Yeah, train up your rig skills, dude. Okay, we don't have any more electrical, so that's this run. Whoops. .2. That puts us at 1718.1. Let's go get some more filaments, yeah?
Warp drive active.
So you want projectile weapon rigs as well? This one here. 10% reduction, and I'm only at 4, so there's room. So what's your projectile rig at? Because jury rigging just lets you fit rigs, basically.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yes, I wasn't kidding. I mean, I've been playing this character for 15 years on and off, so yes, I wasn't kidding. I have a lot of stuff at pretty much everything at 4. I couldn't combat related stuff. I couldn't tell you what I don't have. We can look if anybody cares to look. We can take a look at my skills and figure stuff out, but I don't know if there's any benefit in that. This goes into keepers. This all goes into the abyss. Stack all. Calm off it. There's a little bit of lag today. This is definitely lag. It's not me. Because it just feels weird. See, like... Six. Again, that's how this works, right? I can make these fits. I can show you what skills you need. We can talk about it. Okay, so it's not just me. It just seems like things aren't clicking at when they should. Like they feel like they should. Not as responsive as it usually is. Like it's usually pretty good unless you're in a tie-dye fight. Which is a whole other animal altogether. Very different game once you start fighting those big battles. Yeah, so there you go. That's probably something you might want to work on for your chosen field. Because it helps a lot. Get your rigging up because rigs can increase things, but they also have downsides that you want to mitigate. Whoa, that zoomed me way out. Alright, this should be the final run. This next room could very well pay for the ship, so that's pretty cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 runs at 30 minutes because I'm counting 3. I can't do math. It worked. That's what matters. I'm tired today, I guess. My brain isn't here. 4, 8. So we've done 11 filament runs so far. 11 conduits. At 3 minutes a conduit. So 33 minutes so far. If we do some baby napkin math. So this one will be like 36 minutes to pay for it on this one. If this one pays for it. Well, I guess we'll reload on the set for the second room. That might be why you're having issues. Maybe you can probably get a better fit for your Raven too if you started looking at some rigging skills. Wow, I missed. Why is it? I thought I had these guys locking. That was my bad. That was my fault. Check 1 second, see you train them yet. I'll read that when I can get in there. The other one, 1 second. Let me finish this up. And we will answer the questions if someone else doesn't answer it for me. Why are you doing these low-level abyssals with those skills? Because I'm trying something. The other one. This is helping other players. This is learning something. It's trying something. It's the simple answer. And I'm having fun. The whole reason I wanted to train the skills that I can do anything with is so that I can try things. Do things. This is blitzing T0s to see what you can make. How that works out. We gotta probably turn that on. But I can give you a better explanation in a second if you would like it. So I can actually tell you what I'm doing specifically. Room 2. Can I reload before? Oh, let's keep that on. Come on. But I'll answer the question better in a minute. Well, 3 minutes. Or, yeah, a minute. At this point, 3 minutes early. We're not turning anything on yet. Striking damn of it could hurt a little bit, but we should be okay. I'll just turn the rep on right away once we're in range here. Okay, firing on him. Repper's on. Loot the can. And we're out. That's the can. Okay. Yep, okay. So that was number 1 of this set, right? Or is that number 2? I'll look at my filaments. That was number 1. Not bad, actually, then. So that pays for the ship right there. Okay, pretty much. That's 19.9. And I paid just over 2 million, so close enough. Okay, so what I'm doing is I wanted to see... Yes, I can run bigger Abyss ships. I can pay 1.2 billion, 2 billion-isk for a ship, run T4s, 5s, make a bunch of money. I used to run T3s just as like a casual day thing in my Gila. That's fine. I wanted to see what we could make. We're on track making about 30 million-isk an hour with a 2 million-isk ship, or a 20 million-isk ship. Each Tranquil Exotic is taking me about 3 minutes to run all the way through. And it's low risk, 30 mil an hour. And it's not that big a fit. Like if you trained for it, you could probably do this as an alpha with the free 1 million experience points you can get for a buddy code. Which would probably be my next thing to try, is just do a fresh alpha, get him into this, and see if he can do it. Maybe something we try in the future. If people are interested in that, we can set that up. But yeah, it's basically just blitzing T0s to see what we can make. And I'm keeping track of each combination of runs and how many filaments were used in each one. Like how many runs they were. Batches of runs, I suppose would be the word. So like... This time out, I took 6 filaments. That's 3 runs. Sometimes I pick up enough filaments to do an extra run by the end. So that'd be a 4-run cluster. And again, it's 3 minutes. So right now I'm at 12 at 3 minutes apiece. That's 36 minutes, and I've paid for my ship. So now everything from here out is profit. And that does actually... the 20 million didn't include the filaments, so maybe add another 2 million, so 1 more run. We'll pay for everything that we're using. And that was including the ammo and 20 million. Yeah, well, The plan's pretty simple. I mean, you do the Magic 15, you train for Mimitar up to... You want to get everything to 4 anyway. I could probably do that. We'd have to... Again, I'd have to do an actual start over, because make a new alpha and just try it would be the way to go. I would always recommend that you do the mission, your career agents, and all that anyways, and you just start training towards it there, and then once you've maxed out your training queue time, dump the 1,000,000 experience points on it. That's kind of how you maximize your alpha experience. It takes a lot longer to run the sites. The cheap Punisher is also a good fit. Perfect. It's easier to get into. Well, I guess it's one less ship set of skills to train, and it's probably a little easier to get into. So there's that, but you're not going to run run each run in 3 minutes or less. I don't think I've gone over 3.5 minutes, right, per set of 3. So like a minute a room. Why is it so hard to articulate? Basically, I'm running the Abyssals. I'm running the entire conduit in about 3 minutes. So all 3 rooms is what I was trying to say. And you wouldn't be able to do that in a Punisher. I don't think. It's the 2,000 or close to 2,000 alpha strike on this Thrasher that's letting us do that, because we can 1 or 2 shot most things. Here's a Devoted Hunter, a good hard room for the first one. That's happy. Come on, give me the cash. So if I was, like I said, and if I was going to do this as later, making even more money, I would look at some implants to help with tracking, targeting range. Wow, okay, that helps. Turn on your micro warp drive, dingus. You just told everybody you're doing it in sub 3 and then you botch it. Yep, that's fair. Punisher be for learning the rooms and not maximizing profits. That's perfectly fair. And that's probably actually a better way to go early on, but it is nice to know that, you know, you're making ISK. Can we shoot, please? That'd be fantastic. And again, I'm not about maximizing ISK. I was just trying this out. Ooh, I forgot. This guy hurts. Don't stop. Just go. I'm not paying attention. I was paying attention to chat. Here we go. Ooh. We're gonna actually just wait a second on this gate. Just bring our shields back up a bit because yeah, 1 or 2 successful runs will pay for a Punisher. That's true. Absolutely. And again, it depends on what people want. We already ran Punishers and what else? We did a couple things last week. The entry level stuff. Also, the other main reason is I've only been back for a couple weeks. I'm still relearning everything. Okay, that's probably good to the next room. I wasn't paying attention, so I had to give my shields a chance to reboost a little bit. And I think the jump up from T0 to T1 is so big that doing a bunch of T0s doesn't teach you a lot, because there's things that you run into as soon as you pop up to T1s that you don't get often. So it's a pretty big jump. I think each tier was a jump. If I remember correctly, each tier was a pretty good jump up, though. That might not be specific to T1s and T0s. In difficulty, I mean. Why did that not loot? Hate that. I clicked loot. I know I did. There we go. But yeah, if we want to do an alpha, I can do that as either a video sometime, or we can do it on stream live. Play through the opening stuff, kind of do it over a couple of streams. Yep. Yeah, my understanding, it may be something we try. Maybe I try running this in a T2 after we've paid for it, but we'll see what we're going to do after this. Might need to take a break from the Abyss too, because I've run, you know, multiple sites. Ember needles, these should be okay. Oh, yeah, at least I had them locked up before my gun cycled. Finished cycling. Give it a couple cycles of that. Reload our guns because we can. But yeah, I would say if someone wants to, like, new character, they want to focus as an alpha on Abyssals as a way to make money as their primary focus, this is definitely a legit way to do it. That's kind of the whole point. Oh, we were done. And I brought these with me. So that's 2.5 million, yeah. Great X Showman, thanks for the follow. Welcome. I was waiting for our trace to disappear here. Oh, it did. Just as I hit spacebar. So we'll finish this one up. This is the last run, I think, for this set, unless we get 2 electricals in this room. That said, if someone wants to run it, like, if it's hard to say. It depends on what people want to do, right? There's all these options. Kestrel's a good idea. There are, yes, it takes no skills. You can run darks in it really well. I would argue it's still more risk than this fit. Maybe. Because this basically tanks by destroying things before they can do too much damage, right? And it has kind of a frigate level tank to begin with, so I don't know. I would argue this would be the way to go. If this is what you want to do to make money, this is not a bad way to go about it early on while you're training the rest of your skills. And it's not that far down a rabbit hole to train destroyers to 4, because you're already going to want the gun skills for any frigate stuff anyways. And frigates to 3 or 4, or destroyer to 4 is not so bad. I will read your message in a second, Great Showman. Just let me get this. Come on, cycle guns. There's definitely something. That's weird. It just does not feel the timing's all there. There's something. That's going to be my story, and I'm sticking to it. Most of the time, you don't even need to reload your guns between rooms. How many Kestrels have you lost, Alara? What are these? Blast needles? These will be easy. If I don't stop. 0? Cool. Yeah, I was doing Kestrels in T0 Darks before I quit. That was one of my go-tos, but again, you're not running them in 3 minutes. That's the thing. It's cheap, but you're not running the sites in 3 minutes, and that's where this shines. That's my whole point. Yes, you can do them 1,000 different ways, but not many of them are going to do T0s this fast. If you want to be doing T0s for money. I don't know how else I can say it. I just returned to the game as well, pulled 3 accounts out of null yesterday, trying to figure out what to do now. I was in drone rats land forever. Yeah, I pulled out on, so many years ago. I quit playing. I took a break. Quit playing. I took a break for about 5 years, but before that, I had been living in null and pulled it out to start a low-sec newbie training corp. Brought some of my the null friends who are also bored of null politics with me, low-sec friends, and we started using to train new people. And if they wanted to do null-sec stuff, we had channels that could. Devoted Hunter. I forgot to turn my rapper on again because I'm chatting, because that's the most fun for me, is chatting. We're not going to want to stop, so we're going to want to loot and then double click. We don't stop. Because if we stop, he's going to hit us hard. And we'll loop back to the gate. That's the final room anyway. Nice and easy. We got the loot, yep. And that's it for this run, unless we got 2 electricals in this run. Stack all. Yeah, let me get... We did not. Okay, we're done. Jump the gate. Select all. Oh, we didn't get a blueprint run this time. 3.7? That's not actually a good one. That's like the worst of them. That was the worst run of all. I must have missed some loot somewhere. Oh no, I have one more. No, that's calm. It just doesn't feel right. Okay. Maybe it was just a shitty run. That happens. So it was 3.7. So that puts us at 21.8. And that's 3. So that's 14. 14 at 3 minutes apiece is 45 minutes. Just under an hour to pay for the ship and then a little bit of rip. Little bit of profit. So now everything from here would be profit. 30 mil an hour. So that's cool. Thank you, DH Magic Man. Appreciate the bits. Thank you.
Docking permission requested.
All right, what do we want to talk? We can talk quickly before we figure out what we want to do next. Any questions? Did I explain things? Did my rambling confuse anybody? I like it. This is probably something I'm going to do just to top up on ISK every once in a while. So now what I do, my process for newer players, is all my BIS stuff just goes in this bin. And then I stack all just so it stacks it all together. Usually I'll pull the red loot out. So this goes in here, but we'll leave it here for now. This is the only thing I really count. The filaments I just keep. So I know I counted them as part of the runs, but you can see here, I had some of these from before, but if we just counted this, it's probably about the same because this is still largely the money. I also didn't count the 2 Drekovic blueprints we got. We should be able to see, not Drekovic. It's in my keeper's box. Damovic. Let's see if there's any contracts. Okay, they're not that great. They're about 8 million each. So that's another 16 million right there. So if you were to try to sell them, I'll probably keep them and get them built because I like having ships or build them. But yeah, anyways, about 40 minutes to pay for the ship. So from here on out, it's all profit. 30 mil, about 30 mil an hour. I like it. Okay, what do we want to do next? Alara, do you want to do those level 4 missions to get your rep up? Time am I at? Or do we want to try and build a frigate or a cruiser to do T1s? I think there was a caracal. It might even be the same as the caracal that I have. I was looking in here. Whoops. I think there was one in here. T1 Abyss. This is a CCP fit, I believe. 31 million. I might have most of this here, though. What does my caracal fit like? I want to pop this out, actually. No, view fit. There it is. And then we'll take a look at my caracal. I think I had one here, right? I have a Cerberus, but ideally we'd find like a cruiser, a Minmatar cruiser. Maybe we can do something. What was I doing? I had a Rupture. Is that here? No. I don't have a caracal here either. Where's my caracal? Give me a second while I wait for Alara to answer my question. So we could just do an Abyss day. Those are my skins. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's rapid light missiles. And 100 million. So this is not what I was running for this. Okay, I thought that would be the one. I also have one in Fleet, but I think that's just same name. Unfit. Yeah, okay. I can't figure out if I want to do Serb or Jackdaw training next. Depends on what you want to do. I really like my Cerberus, but it wasn't for... What was I using my Cerberus? I think I was using it for one of the event sites. Oh, it's not even fit. The X before it means I've pulled some bits off of it. Yeah, I've pulled all the guns off, so I don't remember what this was for. Jackdaws are awesome for certain things. Alright, do we just want to build and try this T1? We'll do What are we doing with this? What's it look like? Scourge? Missiles? Is it because it's Scourge bonus? I don't remember. Is it kinetic bonus? Or is that just this one? No, just any. I was asking if you wanted to do some level 4 missions to finish up your reps so you can run level 4s without me. Or give it a go. So it looks like we fit for the filament type, I guess. Right? So if we're going to keep doing electricals, we would just put Mjolnir up in the highs. There is an EM resist, which tells me it's probably meant for electricals. But we could go buy this and give it a go, or you should kind of, don't want to. We can always do it off camera sometime too. I don't mind. You know where I live. Yeah, let's head to Dodixie. Let's try some T1 with this. I'm just working my way up the chain. The other option is I could just pull off the Band-Aid and risk losing my 5 million ISK Gila. It's like my favorite, one of my favorite ships. And do a T3. Or we could fit up. I wonder if there's a. Can we find a fit for the Cerberus that'll run T1s, T2s, T3s? We'll just run that for a bit. Where's my Gila? Here he is. I don't like risking this one because this is actually my event runner. It's one of the ones I use to run like Winter Harvest and stuff. So I really don't like throwing it into the abyss because I like to have it on hand for making money. Oops. What we could run. I have a Jackdaw. What's your Jackdaw fit, bud? Alara? What do you mean? No, I said 500 million. 500. I'm pretty sure I said 500. I meant to say 500. You need to relog. You logged out? You were done? What? If you're going to do something else, that's fine. I was going to come and join you. We can, like, tag team some T1s. Where is my Jackdaw? Why am I blind? Nope. Okay. It's not here. It's somewhere. It's probably at my mission station. Okay. Yeah, 5 mil would be... Okay, I must have said 5 million. I meant 500. I apologize. This is where we have to kind of decide what I want to do next, because that's what I had planned. I wanted to try that that Rupture out. Let's see if there's any Cerberus fits. Oh, what was this? With X, I don't... Oh, this is one of mine and I don't remember what it means. Is this the same as my current fit? Minus the guns, because I don't have guns on it right now. I just want to see. Maybe we'll take this into a T1 just because it would be way overkill and it'd be funny. Oh, this is an expensive fix. It's got the Pitham explosive hardener. And this is for gammas. What else does it have that's expensive? I guess that's the only real bling. Do I have... Sent you my fit. Why the... Okay. That seems a little overkill. Because you can probably get away with a T... Can you fly T2? Because you'd probably be fast enough with just a T2. Okay. Because I had one? Okay, fair enough. I do that all the time, because I had one. Oh, that's not how you spell heavy. That's definitely not a type. One that's heavy assault missile launcher 2s, heavy... I only have 3. Where are my others? Who would have it? That's railguns, or projectiles, sorry. You're just completely unfit. That's artillery, that's projectiles. It's not free, you could sell it and make that ISK. But I get what you're saying. Who's holding my missile launchers hostage? I don't think anybody here. Maybe this guy. But I don't want to... No, oh, right. Yeah, he was for blitzing emerging conduits. Going really fast. Probably here. Yeah, here we go. So we peel 3 off my Tengu or just go buy 3 more. Okay, what do we want to do, guys? Anybody have any... The minerals I mine are free. Yep. All faction mods and stuff. I'm eventually going to bling this out. Could do some exploration. I got all sorts of stuff we could do. We could try, see if we can come up with like a dark fit with cheaper dark. Rapid launcher, rocket launchers, right? Because this is rocket only bonus, if I remember correctly. Oh no, light missile, kinetic light missile. So if we build this for, what is it, gamma sights? See if we can do the same thing. Probably not. Because the range is really short, 15 kilometers. I should just take this in as it is. 16 million, this should do it. And we're gamma sights. Do I have any? I don't know. How about this? Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to think about what I want to do. When we come back, I'll figure out what I want to do. And then we'll do that. So stand by. I'll figure it out. Okay. I think I'm going to do this. This will be fun. We're going to build our Cerberus. We're going to try T1s first, but we should be able to go all the way up to like T2s at least. But we're going to figure this fit out first. I want to keep the rigs. I think rigger and flare are going to be okay. That's application. So we can hit frigates and drones a little easier. We can bring some drones with us as well. So we could run darks. What do we want to do? I'm going to actually go with what I have in my boxes to see. Other than the high slots, we'll have to grab a couple more. High slots. And we're going to search for heavy. Actually, no, I'm just going to borrow the ones off my Tengu because they're here. Okay. So I think we can drop this. We're going to do darks. So we're just going to use this to fill the... words are hard. Sure. Oh, so let me quickly catch up here. You want darks for missile ships. Darks have a tracking bonus. A tracking debuff. And a plus speed buff. So with things like Kestrel, you can speed tank the room. Because they can hit you. The reason you want to run things like heal and electrics is because the drone ships, you don't want your drones to hit things. Missiles are secondary. I lied. It's turret range. Oh, thank you for the sub, Sir Paper. Appreciate it. Sorry I missed that while we were on break. Thank you. I'm back. Welcome back, Monkey Boy. Gammas in a Corax is a weird game. It's penalty to explosive damage, and Corax are kinetic locked. Yeah? Well, they're not necessarily kinetic locked, they're kinetic bonused, but you just fly explosive ammo anyway if it does more damage. Sometimes you can ignore the bonus, depending on the situation. They're just only bonused for kinetic. Right? But if you ignore that, if the explosive missiles still do more damage, then just do that. That would be a testing thing. Why does... I said tracking bonus as a negative buff. Well, that's not really a buff, it's a debuff, but okay. Yeah, and I don't think you don't have to run missiles. It's not like that's a very narrow-minded way to look at it. Yes, you get the speed buff, but also your targets get the speed buff, and that makes your missiles apply worse as well. So they basically automatically count as a debuff anyways. It's good. I'm not saying you're wrong that it's missiles that you want to use, but just keep in mind that you are still taking a penalty because everything else is also moving faster. Whoops. Actually, I want to look here because do I have an assault? I don't have an assault. So I want to put an assault DCU in here. Yeah. Sorry, keep asking questions. I'm going to try and make this fit work while I'm also talking, so that's fun. I want a battery, and I want a booster. Let's do it this way. Oh, I have like nothing. There's no way I don't have stuff. Am I... Oh, do I want to fit like a... Do I have a good one? I could do this. Hit them C-type. It's a little bit blingy, but if we lose our ship, that sucks. Hello, can't read your name and I don't know what that means, but hello, welcome to chat. How are you? Doesn't want to fit a destroyer so you can fly together. How dare you? I'm having fun. You took too long to answer. I moved on. Sorry. And we want battery. What does it say? Oh, boost. Can we fit a large Republic fleet? Ooh. Or a Thucker. Oh, what's the difference? I remember there was a difference. 27% resistance. It's 1% more, but it's double the value, right? More than double. Okay, I think this will be fine. We'll stick that in there. So this is... And we'll go faster in darks. But then we can also... I'm not fitting this just for darks. I do want to find... You know who has it? LMFAO, yeah. Well, okay. I want to put an assault down here just in case we need it. With like an oh shit button. And we will probably run... Actually, I probably don't have any darks, do I? Yep, come for it. Go ahead and get concorded. Okay, so we need this. I'm going to just save this real quick. Oh, go here. We'll just leave that up. We'll save it after. Okay, let's switch. Let's get our missiles off of the... I don't like taking stuff off of my Tengu because I like to fly it, but... Yep. Oh, monkey, what happened? What did you do? When you come back, tell me what you did. So I can decide if I need to fix that or not. What was your message? Actually, I can see it. Give me a sec. No, it's not here. Did you try? Yeah, did you try to post a link? Yeah, it doesn't say here. It just timed you out. I don't know if I trust you. I can make you that. I meant to do that, Alara, so we'll just do that. Somewhere. We'll do it after. Let me get this, let me get doing what I'm doing here. Oh, I don't like doing this, but we'll do it. Actually, I'm just gonna... Yes. Unfit those. We gotta rename it. Just throw an X in front. So I know it's missing stuff. Sounds good, but yeah, I don't know what you did to get timed out. Was it all caps? I'm trying to figure out where the aggression level needs to be, right? So sometimes the moderator can be a little aggressive. Okay, what was it? Next up. I'm doing this quick. I'm gonna have to just I'll have to go and replace this stuff at some point. It's the word... Oh, really? It doesn't like that word? Weird. Okay, I'll have to... I'm gonna write that down. That's... I can add that to the different list. It's funny that it blocked that, but not shit earlier. But, you know. Okay. And steal this. And then we get on back to our Cerberus. It is donkey discrimination. Like, come on. That's not me though. I'll have to have a stern chat with the bot. Okay, that's going to give us a bit more tank too, right? So, and then we can pop it if we run into trouble. We're probably going to get exploded. This is just going to go into ammo for now. And what else was there? Oh, my other missiles are in here. Heavy assaults. Do I have ammo in here? I have nothing. Okay. So we need... If we're going to do darks, it's probably better to run... Bring all the different missile types so we can adjust, right? Because since there's no specific weakness, we can adjust our damage type to the mob. If I bring up my list... I still haven't printed out, which I should do. think that's the damage we want to do, yeah. So we can switch it out. Most things are omni-tank other than faction-specific rooms. Yeah, see, that's fine. We'll just bring one type. We'll mess around. We'll see how it goes. What's missing here? We drop this. A battery. And a booster. There you are. So it's a little bit bling, but it should be fun, right? And then we need to go to ammo. Scourge, Rage, Heavy Assault Missiles. Let's stack everything. Let's... What do I have? I don't have very many assault missiles, do I? And that you said I was blingy for T1s. This is not a T1 fit. I'm going to run it in T1s to practice. Yeah, I have that up on my other screen. I was just trying to... That's what I need to print. The Abyssal cheat sheet from our group information. I was just trying to make sense. So up in the upper right is the damage order you want to do. So, like, Vigilant Tyrannos wants to do EM and Thermal. EM, then Thermal, then... It looks like a lot of things take EM damage or Omni-Tank, except for Triglavians, which is Thermal. So I could probably just run EM and Thermal and be fine. Okay. So we can bring... Let's do Navy. And we'll default to EM and we'll switch to Thermal for the Trigs. That's probably my best bet. So I don't have... I have 5,000 EM here. So we'll take those. And I need to go buy some EM. T2 EM ammo. EM ammo. 34 kilometers. Targeting range. 75. Lara, why was missile good for dark? I scrolled up and your message was deleted. I argued against why missiles specifically are good for dark anyways, so... Alara's point is that the darks have a penalty to turrets. I think it's range. And missiles don't have that problem. Right? So missiles don't take that penalty, so you still get your maximum range. But I did argue that because everything's moving faster, you are still getting a little bit of a penalty. It just means that turrets are kind of double penalized because they take a ranged hit and harder tracking, whereas missiles are just harder to apply. So you can probably run darks without missiles, but most people do. I was just kind of playing devil's advocate. Also, Lara, yes, mine's a little blingy, and yes, I was giving you crap for it. I was giving you crap for it because you're always complaining about ISK. I don't complain about ISK. Yeah, I know. I understand that, but understanding why is more important than understanding that that's the case, because sometimes the internet is wrong, and sometimes one person says it's a good idea and everybody else just follows along without thinking about it. So it's good to think about why. I have to go pick up some ammo. Do I have any anywhere? Unless you're in a Gila, because Gila well-run missions are not a mission ship. Internet wrong, don't believe it? Yeah, I know. It's explosive. Oh. No, I don't have any. Okay, can I buy some? Let's get off of this. Let's get onto charges for that. Let's get... EM is... I already have, right? It was thermal I wanted. Inferno Rage. Oh. Do we want to go for... No, we're not going to worry about... We're fast. We should be able to stay within 34 kilometers, right? We're going to try it. I might have to actually bring in 4 types of ammo, but we're just going to go with Rage for now. Worst case, we lose our ship. Right? Anything close? Probably next door. You think I want Javelin? If they can hit me. Ammo is like the one thing I'm set on. When I first started, I got into making missiles and using Kildari LP to make them. Navy ammo, I have like 90,000 of each type of regular. Nice. Yeah, I was doing that too for missions. I was making various things. Not 50, 5,000. So I should be running Javelin. I'll bring Fury as well. I'll run Javelin, start with Javelin in. That's going to be a good idea, I think. Just to see, because it doesn't matter if it's a little close, we can always switch. It's a good point there, Alara, thank you. I'll have to buy some. Okay. Ooh, these aren't close. Yeah, they're there. Okay. And what do I have now? I have... There's too much going on. Too many talking. Which is good. Keep talking, but... I have... Rage Mjolnir, so I need Javelin Mjolnir. Mjolnir. This one. Javelin. I couldn't spiral in and was in a worm, and if you're within 10k it newts you out. Okay. The devoted knights are hard, yeah. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. I don't really need your input. Thank you for the one, but I don't need all the help. I know what I'm doing. This way I don't have to go get more. And if I lose the ship, I lose the ship. I'm just making it easy. I'm not second guessing. It's fine. I was running T3 and T4 Darks before you even started playing Eve. Come on. You know that. But yeah, I do appreciate the help, but let's just accept the fact that I have at least some idea. Oops. That goes there, that goes there. Oh, I need to... I'll fix that when we dock up. I must have over... Okay. No, I do appreciate the help. I just, you know, I kind of have some idea what I'm doing. I'm doing it this way because it's simple. And I'll probably start with Javelins in. We'll start with Mjolnir Rage. It's fine. So yeah, so against Triggs, we'll switch to Thermal. We probably didn't need near as much Thermal. Yeah, that's what it looks like on this sheet. Cool enough. Back in my day, it took 15 rooms there and back to get through Abyssals, and it was uphill both ways in a blizzard. Yes, it was. I don't know why you're making fun of me. Quick, mansplay Eve to streamer alarm. No, I appreciate it. He's learning, so I'm just telling him to take just it's time to calm down. Cool your tits, you know. I appreciate it. It's also how they learn, so it's fine. But at some point, you just have to let me make my own mistakes. God, I love this ship. What skin? What important question? What skins do I have? Ooh. I'm not gonna fly with that, but they're both cool.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, right? I mean, I am from Mansplain, France. Oh, yeah. I don't even know where I got it. That's cool, though. I like it. Cerberus is one of... I have so many ships. I keep saying it's one of my favorites, but it's because most of the ships are one of my favorites. They all have things, and because I've been playing so long, most subcap hulls have memories attached to them. Oh, I have a small processor here. Fill up my cargo hold. with missiles. Okay. So you're saying the Knights, that's the Angel Cartel one, right? No, Sancha. And Sancha wants EM anyway, so I probably don't even need the Javelin Other, but that's fine. I'm probably just going to orbit the can at like 40 and go for it for the most part. It is on the sheet. Sansa Nation, Knight.
Warp drive active.
Devoted Knight is a different spawn? Are you sure? Besides the point, I'm just going to go fire at them and see if I can do it. I forgot to fix this again. It's only 11%. There's nothing else in the lows to overheat anymore, so must have been an armor repper overheating. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see your message there, Sir Paper, in chat. Thank you. I do look there, but I like to figure it out. Think my way through it sometimes. I used to do all my own fitting. Do people still use PIFA, or is everybody... Ooh. What's the anathema doing? Okay, he's leaving. See, he could scan down my site and then send gankers to me.
Warp drive active.
Grim Axe Morpher. I think so. It looked like a drone battleship. Oh, that was my sniper's secret alt. Oh, fair enough. Why is this moved? Oh, wow. Why is all this moved weird? Because this came up. I still use PIFA, but the in-game fitting window is good now too. Yeah. I like to theorycraft when I'm not in the game too, though. Used to do that a lot. I don't have any filaments, and I probably don't have any at home. Calm Darks? I have 12. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Probably should get those in my cargo hold as well. Whee! Okay. A little scattered, but I think we're almost there. And again, this should be able to run T2s, maybe even T3s, but I don't want to just jump in, because like I said, each step is quite a jump in skill. Even just pilot skill. And kind of knowing what to target down.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I am actually going to change this to... Aw. 34? Oh, give me a second. Being aggressive again. Oh, I just allowed it. Shoot me a link to the best Jackdaw skin in the game. I did T1s in my Navy Caracal last night. Pretty sure it can do T2s, but I was tired and it didn't want to do some dumb stuff. Yeah, like I said, this is going to should be overkill, but that's fine. We're working our way up because we're relearning the game. No, it's okay. It's no problem. There's C-Train. You're good. You're good. It comes up. It tells me that it was held for review. I got to get a few people set up as a moderator to help me with that stuff. I don't mind swearing. I don't know why it's so aggressive. It's trying to block other things, and it blocks those by default. So, you know. Calm. Dark. That looks like enough. No, we don't lose all of them. We'll do 3 at a time like I was doing. Alright, and we're gonna... Oh, you know what, if I'm orbiting... Well, we'll see. We'll see how this works. Just gonna YOLO it.
Warp drive active.
Oops. There we go. Found it. Okay. Union Day exclusive. Ooh, blue. I like blue. Oh, that's just, you have to just... I'll find it. It's this way. Now I gotta find the skin. You gotta link it differently. I think you gotta find that and link the actual Jackdaw version, but we'll take a quick look here. Yeah, that's not bad. Ooh. All right, here we go. Wish me luck, everybody. Don't lose my ship. Oh, I can do... Not ammo? Haha. Thank you. 1 cruiser. And again, I'm not looking to make money fast anymore. This is just for fun. Calm should be cake. I know. What's my range with javelins? "61 kilometers. Woo! Hey, let's turn this stuff on. Let's know how to play the game. They're 11 now. I should have just left it, eh? We are cap stable, so I'll just run my repper. Nobody's nuding us. Missiles take a long time to reload. I like lasers. Tex, my fellow Eve lovers. 07 Tex, welcome. Thanks for coming out. Have any questions? Don't hesitate to ask. We're all good here. Yeah, I'm one step closer to being a Reddit mod. See, it takes, look at, I'm already way longer. I mean, they're not really hitting me, so. Again, this is for fun. I'm not worried about ISK per hour anymore. No, do I could do that over there too, huh? This guy will start heading towards the cache. What's my range now with these? 34, right? Right. Well, you see, I offered a couple things and you didn't answer. I haven't... Which video? Like the... I've watched a couple of different points of views for the Next Dune Awakening update. I've read the stuff. It seems pretty good. I'm high hopes for it. High hopes for the next few updates, I think. Yeah, but specifically, I kind of like where they're going. I see the potential. I see what they're kind of going for. I'm hoping that they execute and they can, fix it. Nope. Nope. Stop. Open this can, please. I wasn't counting, but enough that my wrist is sore. The new DLC and stuff. Yeah, so we're getting... Wow. What a can. Yeah, no, it looks good. We're getting a new extension to the story, both a free extension and a DLC expansion to the story. I'm more excited about the kind of the stuff after. I'm hoping they make the PvP players happy. So that's kind of what I'm interested in, is what happens after all that. Although I'm interested in the story too. It means that by the time I'm done what I'm doing, I should be ready for the next bit. What are we on here? So we got to go to... Okay. So this, and we want to do Inferno Rage, because these guys are going to close in. We'll do one. Oops, that's too far away. Get this guy down first. The Kiki hurts. If he can hit me, so... Just watch for damage. Yeah, we're good. It's not letting me... There we go. Yeah, because as long as we're here, we're not going to fly out of the arena either. Alright, so the Kiki's down. Start heading towards the biocache. He should follow me in. Not that it matters, we're not tracking, but you know. So we're not doing much to the frigates because the application is hard and the striking dynamics are very fast. So we're not applying as well as we could be, and that's what I was talking about. So there is a trade-off. It's probably still better than turrets because you're going to get double dip. You're going to have a range penalty, which is pretty bad. Got to get in closer, which is dangerous, which is the biggest thing, I suppose. But yeah, it's working so far. We haven't got any of the hard rooms yet, though. Strikings can be difficult. I think the trig rooms can be hard, but oh, I haven't been using my drones either. I don't have drones in it. How did I bounce so far away? It's a little better. All right. Gonna head out, have some lunch, have a good one. 07. Thanks, Sir Paper. See you later. Thanks for coming out. Oh, that's pretty loud. Oh, I mean, music is still... No, music's not playing. The game's just that loud. Uh-oh. Stay out of his range, hopefully. Come on, get my missiles on. I'm gonna watch for the edge of the map. Hopefully we can kill him before he gets to the edge of the map. We're on this side of the cache, so we have a little bit of range. We're just gonna run our repper just in case he hits us. We shouldn't need to because we're out of range, it looks like, and we're gonna take him down. He's running to the edge of the map though, so I might do stuff like this. Hopefully we can get around quick enough. Oh, I meant to do EM. Whoopsie. I picked the wrong missile, but it's still working, so I'm just not going to bother changing it. Yeah, okay, this is one of the harder rooms and we're doing okay. It was the wrong missile, but we got there anyway. Alright. Mjolnir Rage. Wrong missile type, still okay. Room's done. So, not bad, 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Not a great conduit, as these things go. $1.2 million? I mean, that was a pretty bad run. We can try another one. Ooh. Why didn't it jump? See, it's doing that to me a lot lately. Or I'll click on loot and then it just won't. Is there a timer or something that I don't remember? Or if it doesn't do the thing within a certain amount of time, it doesn't do it? That prober, the anathema is back. So I'm watching for probes while I wait for my deal to wear out here. Just to see. Let's do another one. A little bit of a heart attack when the Abyssal Trace showed up. Set your range to further. What? Oh, I had my range set low. Fair enough. This should close quick enough. No, I don't need that on yet. And we're at 34. So this guy's going to be in range first, probably. There we go. We can actually just orbit this at... Actually, we'll do it this way. That's a good amount. Not too worried about these guys. I need drones, but I forget I didn't bring drones. It's okay. Ooh, one shot that guy. Nice. Yeah, I know. You can hit them from 4, I think, if you have good enough skills. I forgot that I had set it lower for something else. So if there's bad guys out there when we get back, that's just how it is. Hopefully we can get off grid before they kill us. Probably not. If they're waiting for us, we'll be done. Unless you want to go scout it. I think you have the bookmark for that spot, right, Alara? Maybe not. Probably a stream sniper, because they would otherwise wouldn't be ganking the T1. Can they even? Maybe they can't. I guess they could gank with like caracals or something, or you know, actual ganking. Catalysts or the ships. But yeah, no, it's good. I like doing the Abyss stuff. It's fun. A lot of fun. I get a real kick when we're flying a little bit more dangerous though, and you're almost dead and you have to pull out of the fire like we did on Monday with both the Hawk and the Retribution. That was fun. Let's top up my shields, why not? Start heading towards the cache. Should probably lock it up. Okay, you're not even in Penman. That's fair. What am I on? Heavy rage. Okay, good. But yeah, this is kind of just what we do. This is the easy stuff. I do need to get some setup. I've got to do some exploration, I think. At some point I'm going to do a wormhole. I'm going to pop in and do some scanning, but I got to figure out how exactly I want to do it. Like, do I want to do combat sites as well, or just do the hacking stuff? I am really looking forward to Halloween. That's like my favorite stuff, is the seasonal events, as I've said. What do we got? Okay. We're actually just going to set orbit at... And we'll take out the dram first, I guess. What do we got? I don't have the sheet up. I guess we'll see what they're doing. This guy's target painting. The sword spine is target painting, so I guess we'll do him next, unless we can look down here. The Fury is doing the most damage. So maybe we take the Fury out. Not that any of this should be a problem. Do you know what projectile ammo is the most damage with EM? I'll have to look. I don't remember them off the top of my head by name, because I don't... Minmatar is my least flown faction. Yeah. No, now the Lucifer's doing the most. Okay, so I think they're kind of just doing their thing. Ooh, this guy's nuding, though. Oh, let's finish taking this guy out. Got one more volley? Yeah, we'll finish him. And then we'll take out the neuter. That gives me a target. Okay, Fury's newt. Got it. Our cap battery helps. Yeah, I think the range thing is only in the T2, right? You get the T2 ammo is... doesn't do different damage types, but does... Can we shoot? That'd be great. Before he newts me out? Jeez. And then you have your hail and your tremor, right? For the T2 ammo, that's your difference for DPS and range? If I remember correctly. I did just build an MR ship, or a Minmatar ship, and looked at it. Oh, Proton. Right. That is right. There's a bunch of different names. It also has a different... Yeah, anyway. That's right. Yeah, so this takes a lot longer. So far, I haven't made more money. So if that's what you care about, that's interesting to think. We'd have to find a way to do these faster. If that's what you care about. We also haven't got... We got one hard room. We got a Charybdis room. What's this field? I don't remember the blue one. Reload, turn that off. I don't know why that was on. Probably didn't need it. This is a T1, right? I'm doing comms, right? Yes. Does reloading trigger the room? Like if I switch ammo types, does that trigger the room, or can I drift forward while reloading if I need to? Just doesn't want to let me jump. Makes me hit it again. What what do we got? Ooh. Ooh. We're going to manually pilot for a minute. Can we start shooting this guy? Thank you. I'm just going to turn this on. Unless the cruiser starts doing something, he's not going to do much damage. We've got to basically tank this Charybdis guy. We want to make sure we're not going too far away from the bio cache. Like 40 kilometers or something, I think. Have the booster on just in case he does get a hit. Just in case. Where is he? Okay. I'm trying to make sure that we're going across him. Okay. One down. We shoot. That'd be good. We can turn this off. Probably could have sent one volley at the cache to blow it up, so we could loot a little quicker, but again, we're not really worried about speed here. We're just doing it, so. Yeah, so no problem. Obviously, T1s are pretty easy. Where am I going? Let's just head towards it. I was orbiting it. That's where I was going. This is the final room anyway. Cool beans. Hopefully there'll be some actual loot in this one. What a shitty set of runs, honestly. One more? We do one more and then take a quick lunch break. Well, not a lunch break, but like a 5-minute break in 15 minutes. Seems about right. You ready to... There we go. I've set my distance as well. We're going to keep our invulnerability. We don't have a PvP timer, so it would have to be a proper gank anyway. But yeah, I don't know. 2.4 million so far. Weird. You'd think it would be a little bit better, but it's about the same. And taking longer. Interesting. Striking Lashak. Orbit at 34. Turn on my things. Target lock. I actually should orbit at 30. No, we'll do 34. That's fine. That's for when we need to be at range, right? And he should chase us, so we'll just get our repper on. Oh, Trigs. Infernal Javelin missiles instead. He's kind of keeping range. We're going to run out of area here. What's his range? Let's pull away from him, because he's going to ramp up damage over time. So if we go out here... Okay, not so bad. So probably definitely overkill, but if it's safe, that means it's easy money. If we can start getting some loot. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to get some loot. Yeah, I'll have to go to the washroom after this run. Come on, give me my loot. Whatever it is. Not create filter. Close. My filter is not ammo. Is it? Okay, it jumped me that time. Jumped me that time. Maybe it's because I'm coming from the back and it has to go past it? Maybe? Let's just drift in. Actually, we can, yeah. Orbit at 10. Start locking. By the time we have them locked, someone will be close to range. We're just going to keep it on the EM for this. This guy. Alright. So, what's everybody else doing? Anybody else doing anything fun in Eve right now? Or otherwise, out of Eve? Pulse? Oh. There we go. Why did it... Oh, he died. I'm fitting up a scythe fleet issue for bits. Nice! Oh, scythes are cool ships. We did a fleet with scythes once in nullsec. That was really fun. Just like a patrolling our space type fleet, running around, just killing enemy people snooping around. It's pretty good. I should fit my extra high slot with fireworks. Send you the current. Also, why are you doing a scythe all of a sudden? What? Never mind. You do you, bud. I've shown you a really good, easy way to make a whole bunch of money really fast. You should do that. If you need to... Training into Mimitar ships. I understand. Oh, so you're not actually building the ship, you're just playing. Is there a way with the in-game tool to simulate implants? Does it count them if they're in the hole? In the hole? In the hold is the word I'm looking for? Or can you simulate implants in the in-game fitting tool? This is my question. Don't need to expand on that. If you know, you know. You want to play with some Mimitar cruisers? Okay, that's fair. Hey, it's fun as long as you're having fun. Just if you're not going to take my advice on making ISK, you don't get to cry to me about not having ISK, right? You're funny. Oh, wow, they're pulling away? I can probably just keep this fit as is for events too, because I know I was running it a little bit. I think that's what it was set up for before, was just running one of the events. I tried a bunch of different stuff, because that's what I like to do. But yeah, definitely easily runs T1s, obviously. May have to try some T2s in the future here. If I had drones, I'd put them on the can here, but I'll have to make sure I grab my drones. We'll probably want to run EM or thermal drones. Just because most things seem to be EM, so we'll probably run that. Oh, actually run out of missiles? Or, well, have to reload my gun at least. That's why I trained Kel for everything, because I like to just play around with everything. I don't want to have to worry about my skills, right? So I focused on him for most of the last 15 years. Not all of it. I did train one character's like market and does blueprint stuff and reactions. I think all three of them can do reactions really well, or okay. This is just another easy-ish room, so we're just going to orbit this at 10. We are on rage, so we will soon be in range. We'll take out the cruiser first. Is this the most likely to do the most damage? That wasn't a very good hit, was it? What is my alpha strike? Just for fun. So you can see 1500. And I'm only doing like 260 to the Lancer because of resistances and application. It's pretty crazy. You have found an issue. What's your issue, Laura? Are you running autocannons? What's your max range with the other ammo then? You might just need to bring both ammos, no? Autocannons are pretty short range, but keep in mind the projectiles work differently as well. Your fall off, that's your fall off is 13 kilometers. So you're like, that's fine. If your fall off is 13 kilometers, that means you're actually able to shoot effectively out to 26 or so, and then after that you start losing a lot more. So up to 12, up to 13 is like your optimal range, and then outside of that you start losing effectiveness. So you actually have a little bit more range than it says on paper. Keep that in mind. I don't remember the exact math, but you do need to hit out to 40, which means you're probably still not far enough. But just keep that in mind when you're looking at projectiles. That's all I was saying. And that's why my Thrasher was artillery. Again, it all depends on what you're doing. Might try artillery. You lose a lot of damage with artillery, maybe a lot of DPS, but your alpha is going to be so huge. So much bigger. Again, that's why the Thrasher works, because it kills things in 1 or 2 hits, so the DPS doesn't really matter as much. Final room. See what we got. Are we going to kill him before we have to reload? Turn off my repper. Not that it matters. So we're stable. Again, the battery is more for EM nuding resistance anyway. But it's nice that we're also stable.
The module has run out of charges.
Artillery takes a lot of power grid. Well, all projectiles take more power grid than other stuff. That's their main fitting requirement. So if your rig skills are bad. Oops. Oh well. Guess that means we can loot it while we kill this last guy. That's a little better. Almost 1 million in that one can. Oops, turned off my missiles. Okay, that's cool. So 10-minute runs. That's not bad. And it was fun, that's the thing, right? So obviously do a similar fit with a Caracal, it would probably work just fine as well. You know, similar enough anyway. Yeah, nothing here. I gotta set up my docks here. I keep forgetting that I don't have those. I set them up at my mission station, but not here. So what did we find? What was our final number? Because we've used all of our darks that we brought with us, so all of this is loot. So it's about the same. Very close. I mean, maybe 1 million more than we were getting in the T0s. We'd have to do a lot more to make a real comparison, but it was also probably a little bit a bad run. We didn't get any blueprints, which sucks. But so definitely not an ISK for our replacement to the Thrasher, but it was fun. And if you want to fly something different, I like having a reason to fly ships, so that's cool. We're docked up. I'm going to quickly go on this 5-minute break and go to the washroom and stuff. And then when we come back, we'll figure out what we want to do next. I might... Alara, are you in game? We can go run a mission if you want. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So, Alara, here. This is a rupture fit I ran 7 years ago as an alpha. You could give that a look. You might also be able to switch this out for an active now. I don't know, some of the stuff may have changed, but I ran this calm sites as an alpha 7 years ago. Yeah, if you want, I can give you a link to the video, or I can link the fit down here if you just want to take a look. It's basically just autocannons. Up here with fusion ammo, because gamma sights are kinetic, explosive, I think. Gamma's explosive, so that's why fusion. So with this, with my skill, with Kel's skills, he can shoot easily out to 30 before really start taking too much problems. And then just buffer fit the tank and go for it. These are some, sorry, it's passive. It's not buffer fit necessarily. It's recharge. So it's like an end game kind of alpha, like more skill points, not early, but he was an alpha when I ran it. I was part of that series years and years ago. I sent a link in game. Okay, because of how, as I said, if you were listening, how projectiles work. Your optimal range is actually roughly between your optimal range and fall off. Everything in there is close enough to 100% damage. After that, between 15 and 30, so 15, or between your fall off range and double, that's where you lose your first 50% of damage. So you actually apply out to like 30 kilometers, similar to how railguns would apply out to 30 kilometers. Because you just don't lose as much. Most of your drop off is after that 15 instead of up to your fall off range, if that makes sense. Yeah, so your actual range is like, your actual effective range is something like 26, maybe a little more. This one's 30, probably more like 36 before you start really noticing the real fall off. It's not like missiles where they just stop. So at 13 kilometers, they just stop moving. It's how you hit, right? And that's how projectiles work. Seriously. You double your fall off. That's general rule is your effective range for projectile weapons. Yes. Gammas for this one. That's what he was running. That's what my alpha was running. I know what I didn't do today. I didn't look at my dailies. Did we do them? Hey, we did our dailies. So that's nice. So that's a fair bit of experience, or a fair bit of skill points. And now we're done for the next 2 weeks. Okay. But again, I don't know if it still works. That was 7 years ago. I have a video if you want it. I can show you later, or you can find it on my channel. Yeah, we got a bit of money. Okay. So what did we end up making? We looked. Yeah, it's about the same as what we did for 3 runs in the Rupture, or the Thrasher. You're going to yeet it? Don't do that. You're going to lose all your money. Be smart. This stuff all goes in our box. Okay, we have about an hour. Let's go to our mission ships. And we'll run a quick mission, I think. Oh, we have 2 chats up? Oh, I have no idea what's going on anymore. Where did I put that? Yeah, we have 2 chats. I put it in the other one. Or something. I don't remember. Whatever. You got it? Do you want to come along? You can grab some of the... whatchamacallit? Rep? I can un-X that, I guess. Did I left the ship, right? There we go. So yeah, we'll close it off. We'll do a quick little bit of mission running. It'll be fine. I'm going to jump to my clone I have there. It's actually not for the mission running. It's for... This was a clone that I had for my Drekovic. What's this? Wait, what? Oh, I'm in the wrong station. That's okay. I just only have 1 clone left. I lost all my other clones while I was on break. Multiple expensive clones were lost. But that's Eve. This one just happened to be in my... Oh. What the... It wasn't here. Was it here? I thought it was in John's, but I guess I was wrong.
Warp drive active.
Yep. Okay. I thought it was at John's, but... Or where... Yeah. But I was mistaken. Here, I'll share this for anybody that's interested in both chats here.
Docking request accepted.
This is the alpha running Rupture that we were just talking about, if anybody wants to look at it. 7 years ago, though, so there may be some tweaking needed. Oh. I'm so distracted. Okay. Game's lagging pretty hard. Okay, here we go. Jeez. Jeez Louises. Do we have our... Not this. Okay, give me a second, Laura. It is in the description of that video I linked as well, the fit. Hey Pockets, old Malrol, I'm here. Nice to see you back into it. Yes, Kandar, how? I remember you. How you doing? Welcome. And I'm doing, yeah, it's good. I'm having fun. Lots of moving parts, but we're getting there. I'll refit it. I'll relink it, because I think I linked it into our old one that you weren't in anymore, because I'm smart. But it is in the description of that video, so... There we go. And then we do this from clipboard. Right. What? Yeah, so it's one, this module is missing. The EM word amplifier is missing because it was renamed. So you would just replace that with whatever slot you need there. But here you go. Oh, I linked it in an Alliance chat, did I? Fair enough. It's not an active fit, it's passive regen. It's the words I'm looking for. I figured it out. Right. I'm just gonna go run a quick mission. I have about an hour left. We'll probably bookmark as we go as well, so I can go back and I'll probably salvage it after lunch as a thing to do. But we just got to get back to our mission station. I thought my clone was there. I'm gonna leave this clone there so tomorrow I can pop back home quick by jumping clones. I think Cantor used to run a lot of level 4 mission fleets, if I remember correctly.
Warp drive active.
I finally bought a Kronos, if that's the case. Yeah, I bought a Kronos like last week or week before. Yeah, I think you always flew. I think you flew a Kronos, and then I'd sometimes tag along with my Sniper Dominics, if I remember correctly. That's a long time ago. We're talking over 5 years ago now, right? Like probably closer to 7 or 8. And my memory's not as good as it once was. Like, it's really good. It's also very short.
Warp drive active.
And it's not very good. I don't know why I lied. And now we're just going to kind of unwind with a little bit with one mission, just to try to help Alara get their standings up so they can run level 4s without me. Jump the gate, please. You're not coming. Fine, be that way. I'm gonna do it anyway. Maybe I won't then. Let's do something else. What can we do? I'm not gonna go all the way out there just to... Okay, fair enough. We can always do it off camera, like I said. It's fine. It's your reputation. So I am strongly thinking about doing another alpha series, starting... who'd be interested in seeing something like that? Where I fire up a fresh alpha. Maybe we do Abyss again. Like, I did it 7 years ago, so stuff has changed. And yeah, we could do that, probably. I don't find them boring. You haven't done level 4s enough yet, though. That's the thing. You're judging it based on level 3s. Like when you have to actually, especially early on, when you have to worry about triggers and positioning, and it's a lot of fun. They get boring after you've mastered them, and you can do them without any trouble. But initially, the level 4s especially are quite good. The Skinner part has me down the rabbit hole, completely addicted. I know. I'm actually tempted to buy some Plex and make a skin for my Kronos. I've been poking at it every once in a while when I don't want to undock. That's fine, bud. If you want to go. I mean, Abyss is good. Seriously, build that Rupture and just grind it out. 30 mil an hour. I mean, it's not amazing, but plus, it's actually a little more because you could sell those blueprints I got at 8 mil a pop. It looks like. But real fun killer with level 4s is when you just use a Marauder all the time. Exactly. Yes, Thrans. Exactly. I actually just saw you in local. Hi. Welcome. I need to move my chat over here. I'm decided. So when I'm looking at chat, I'm looking towards the camera. That's something I just should have thought of.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, assault frigates. I've done them in a worm. That's fun. Or not a worm. A Gila. Tengu. Anything where you have to mix it up a little bit. The Marauder's nice just for grinding them out. I can watch Netflix while doing it. And it's less finicky than my Sniper Dominics. Probably a little faster.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I do it for the salvage that I can send to Corp, donate to the Corp, to the Alliance. Yeah. I don't salvage with the Marauder. Maybe I should start doing that. Just have it set up to do both. But that's also would be too boring for stream. Probably. I haven't flown this in a while, so let's take this out. I think it's all fit up. We're just going to do some high-sec exploration. Yeah, they're a little conservative with the carrots, you're right. But it's interesting to try to find out how to make some ISK again. I try not to be about just ISK either. You know that. Yeah, this is way overkill, actually. Maybe we won't. We'll bring Sharky out just because he's a little faster. 30 pod fleet running level 4s in Corvettes. That makes it fun. The ISK payout's probably pretty abysmal. But you pay for your ships really fast if you don't lose them all. Yeah, this is what we'll do. Let's just go and do some hacking for the fun of it. Unwind from all that abyss. Feel free to ask questions. Whatever you want to talk about. Doesn't even have to be Eve. It can be Dune. It can be any other game. I like games. And I play a lot of different games, so.
Warp drive active.
I haven't a lot. I've said hi, like we've said hi a couple times now since I've come back, and a couple times over the years, but I haven't really gotten back into the Corp Alliance side of things yet. I was just kind of re-familiarizing, you know, relearning the game. So that can happen. It's not that I don't want to talk to Ash, it just hasn't come up. Yeah, politics, that's a good answer. Politics is, yeah. Most of my problem with politics wasn't from the inside or from most of leadership. I had other issues, but this ship is not it. Yeah, I think it still is pretty big. We're at, oh, I set it to 8. Okay, good. Too many things going on. And we're still, like, they're still doing stuff. So it's pretty interesting. I just haven't gotten dug in yet. I might even just stay out of the politics side of it and just have fun for now. What do you mean? What's wrong with the ship? You just don't know how to fly it. Did you go watch my video? Like I told you? So on these lines, I want to scan the farther half. Was I was told. Something like maybe this. Yeah, that's why I moved back to high sec initially, and it's why I haven't moved back to like low sec or null sec, because I don't want to. Just not into politics anymore, as far as Eve is concerned. There's no interest. Are you still playing? Yes, I saw you, Kandor. Yes. No, Thrans I saw. Are you still playing, Kandor? Same, haven't been back to null. Yeah, so. And I mean, I had a lot of fun out there while it lasted, but I've kind of hit a part in my life where I like to just play games and chill, and I don't want to deal with all the garbo. As fun as it was. I do miss fleets, like big, you know, battleship fleets or something going around bashing. Yep, small friend corp out in Kandari space. Nice, good. That's the best way to play, in my opinion. Just go have fun. Don't worry about anybody, right? PDK. So I'm actually going to close this one. See if we can get lucky here. Oh, that veil's gone. Right. I'm just setting up my bookmarks from my list. We'll see how this works. Then optimize route. And off we go. Best ship is the friend ship. Always has been. Yep, indeed. That's for sure. No politics, but what about the lack of a Galente election and the tyranny of Pyrrhus? That's why we fight for Minmatar now, right? Because the Galente have gone to shit, so we fight for Minmatar now? Oh, hey, I just noticed a button I can click. Cool. Oh, I love the lore. That's not the politics I was talking about. Lore politics is fun. Null politics is fun. I just don't want to be involved anymore, I guess is the easiest way. And I think that's why I'm a bit still avoiding faction warfare, because I know it's going to become a shit show. Pardon my language, but it kind of always does. Not necessarily from our guys, but as there's always those people in the militia. I'm assuming it's the same in Mimitar as it was in Galente space. Yeah, we're doing it on the side with alts. Cool. Oops. You guys don't want to see my settings. My settings don't save. I have to go in and change to borderless window every time I log in. It's weird. Alright. No traceability, that's fair. But yeah, one day I'll dip my toe back in. I'm just not ready to deal with it, I guess, is the easiest way to put it. I don't have any site here. I don't have a bookmarky site here. Okay. A bookmarky site. That's what we call those now. I think if I warp to... Let's just take a look. Whoops. I wish M was map. I should remap that. Huh. There we are. So if I warp across, this is probably going to be...
Warp drive active.
And say, I don't know, here's good enough. That'll be a good enough spot. For now. We're in high sec anyway, so I don't have to go too crazy with it. Did I not launch probes? I must not have caught it in time. Okay. Did you watch the video?
Warp drive active.
Again, lots changed. It was 7 years ago. I did warn you. But I was running those sites in an alpha. That's probably skills. Like, what's your alpha strike? What's your DPS? Paying attention to chat, didn't get my probes out. No, he's running... I had an alpha rupture fit that was running T1 gamma sites. Gamma abyssals. So he decided to try it out, but I did warn him that it's 7 years old. 220? Uh, 352 with max skills, so maybe your gunnery skills suck or your ship skills suck still, because you're still training them. Remember, I said it was like a end game. That was the end of that alpha. It was to run T1 abyssals, if I remember correctly. Lurking Ray Ray. Hi, Roo. Hi, Roo. Hello to you, too. Welcome. How are things? Why is... Okay, my window's got to be a little smaller. I need the practice on scanning before I go into wormholes. So this is good. Not missiles, what do? Get good. Learn how to affect tracking. Sometimes you have to chase things, sometimes you have to fly away from them, especially frigates, depending on how fast they are. I'm going. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for asking. Just having fun, getting back in the saddle. I think I'm pretty much back. Now it's just getting up to speed before I go do more scary things. Was running abyssals all morning, just taking a small break to do some data and relic sites. Okay. None of these are fun. Okay, fine. Did I leave? Uh-oh. I might have left a set of probes behind at that last room.
Warp drive active.
Midmill has been drama-free so far. That said, most of the fights are from non-aligned neutrals. What makes a man neutral? Illustrious, kill. Or were they just born with a pod full of neutrality? Yeah, it's probably kills. That'd be my guess. They're there for the kill mails. Neutral moves with the scale. Oh, so as one side starts taking over, more people drop to neutral status? Is that what we're saying? I don't have bookmarks anywhere in this game.
Warp drive active.
I don't need them to be deep safes right now. I'm just gonna get them set up so I have a place to sit off grid. I'm still a bit new and coming back to the game after being off for many months. Well, welcome back. I am not new, but I'm coming back after a break of several years, 5 to be exact. Feel free to ask questions. A lot of people here know some things, so there can
Warp
be
drive active.
help around if you need it. What are you doing? Like, how far are you? You still... Yeah. I can't remember how to scan yet, but I'll figure it out sometime. Yeah, you could in... Am I cloaked? Not that it matters, I'm in high sec, but trying to build good habits. In here somewhere, I remember. Level 2 missions. Cool. For what faction? Where is the help? There it is. So if you go into this help section of the agency, there's all sorts of stuff here, and it's actually really good. Explorer, scanning basics. They have an in-game video. So if I should be able to fire it up. So you can actually refresh with all that stuff in here. If you didn't know that, that's a cool little tool.
Exploration in EVE Online.
In a cruiser, like a Rupture. And for level 2 missions, or you still... I think you can do them in a destroyer as well. It's been a while since I've started a new character. I probably will do that alpha thing. Could be fun. PL is over in our area of high sec trying to take over moon mining. Makes me laugh. Yeah, like, if you're that bored, go start a war. Leave us alone. Something like that anyway, right? It's like, you got your space. Go do your thing. If it's boring, make it more fun. Be the content you want. Okay, so many wormholes. Can't wait till we're ready to go into wormholes soon. Just not enough time today to think about it.
Warp drive active.
I think I'm just gonna fit up a covert ops frigate as best I can. That'll be the first thing we take into the wormhole, and we'll just do some data sites. I know we have a wormhole, so I may look into that. Again, all these things we can do. It's just finding the time to do it, and I'm just enjoying flying around again, so. Oh, my cloak was deactivating. I was wondering what the weird bubbling was for. I joined a group of friends before I left and came back to us in a war. Ah, yeah. Yeah, you're in high sec in a war. That's careful. Then you guys must own a station somewhere.
Warp drive active.
We kind of shelter our high sec corp from all that by having... I don't know how we do it anymore, but we used to have a group of PvPers that owned all of our stations. And we were just able to use them. But yeah, wars can be hard, especially for new players. I don't know about enough of the group to say, you know, don't own stations either, so. In my head, I'm just thinking, what do y'all do? Well, I said if they put up a citadel or something, Probably an Astra house. Or a moon mining operation. Ooh, a relic site, yay! Something at least. Well, unless something's changed, you can't be war declared on you unless you have a structure in space. That's kind of the thing. Right? And if that's, I think that's still the case.
Active.
So you can avoid Wardex just by not having structures and using other people's structures. If that's something you're interested in avoiding. As soon as you put something up, you become Wardeckable, and there are groups that will just Wardeck whatever they can find, so. There's a nice material coming out of relic sites now, Illumin, something like that. Okay, so they've actually upped it, so there's actually something worth getting. Because I stopped doing relic sites for the longest time because they weren't worth anything. Oh, I don't want to warp it that far. Damn it. That was my other one. But yeah, there has to be something lurking. If you're getting war deck, that means somebody put up something for you. 400k per item, that's not bad. There's a Stratios. He's going to come steal my relic site. He might be fit for combat sites. That can happen. Yeah, there's definitely lag. Didn't respond very well to my clicking. Oh, take that wrench. No. 3. That one was 2. I'm gonna die in this timer because my guns decided they don't want to shoot. Well, oh, is it this? At 2 of them? Nice. It's nice that there's something worth it. Good job. Ah, okay. I mean, if you don't mind, you can share the name in your corp if you want, and I could look it up, but then everybody would know, so I don't know if you're comfortable with that. Well, how much was the ship, Alaris? Send me a bill. I'll pay for it. How about that? I don't mind. I'll send you the ISR to buy a new ship. Since you were nice enough to test that fit for me. Nah, it's all good. Eve being silly. Yeah, it's fine. You got to get some leveling. Yeah, again, like I said, that was the... He focused on Mimitar, focused on Abyss after doing all the base stuff, so... He had probably better skills than you did. Whoops! Damn it. I didn't mean to click that. Hopefully we can ignore it. Go this way. 2, 2, 2, 2. So up here maybe? Nope, that's the wrong way. Here. Another wrench. Uh-oh. 2. Activate the wrench. Got him. I had to forgo the last cam, but I got out with 15 seconds to spare. Nice! Hey, good job. Can we go loot this? Why aren't we... No, what are you doing? No, this one. I don't even know. Why was he going over to the other can? Because I was doing stuff. Open the can. Oh. Okay, next jump. Drones are in. Yep, probes are in. Good. Oh, well, get your skills up. Do that rupture first. I'm telling you, it's fun. It was a lot of fun. Or not rupture, the thrasher. Yeah, carbon is still crap. I usually just jettison it. Like this. You can't do it while warping, but you know what I mean. I'll usually leave it at my safe point. Oh, we have our scanning booster. That's cool. This is neat. That was a good find. That's neat. Here, someone wants carbon, they can have that. Aww. Yeah, nice little way to unwind after a few hours of the abyss. None of it got too hairy, so that's good. Not like Monday. Those two T1s with my frigates got hairy. So I think what I would do, plan is I'm going to test a Dragoon or a Coercer for that, try to do the same thing I did in the, or a similar thing that we're doing in the Thrasher, just to see. And if that works, maybe we'll make a Minmatar alt and get an alpha up to that. Or we can do an MR. We could do a Minmatar and do that again if you guys want to see that. It's been a long time, so I don't mind repeating myself at this point. As far as content is concerned, as long as people will watch it. I did add my buddy code, so you can hashtag buddy, or not hashtag, exclamation mark buddy to get a link to that, or in the descriptions. They should be there now. So if you're starting or you haven't used it yet, go ahead and grab that. That'll get you 1,000,000 skill points. Thinking of alphas. Oh, we do have one here to scan. And I have a safe.
Active. Warp drive active.
You're doing it again. You're going to try it again. Honestly, just what I think I did, if I remember correctly, I just chased the frigates. Just approach, keep at range at whatever your optimal is, and just try and chase them around. I think that's what I did. You'd have to watch the video to know for sure, though. That, like I said, that was 7 years ago. Long time for me to remember something these days. I think I can do two ticks down every time I get it, as long as it doesn't make a weird... It's like, that's good. So now I should be able to go down 2 ticks instead of 1. Because I'm in high second and my skills are okay. And I'm in an Estero. Another relic site.
Warp drive active.
I wish I could... Oh yeah, you're not at your computer. For the longest time, like way back when you didn't have to have structures for someone to war deck you, I used to keep my mission runner just in the NPC corps and pay the taxes. It's not optimal because, you know, taxes can be expensive, but it was a way to avoid it. So you could do that, but then you're leaving your friend's corp, and that's not fun either. How active have you seen anybody from the war deck side? The enemies? Here? 2? Not you. Where are you? Oh no. Where is it? I missed it. I lost track. There we go. I'll read that in a second. Nothing. Nothing? What do you mean nothing? You can't give me nothing. That's unfair. You know, I don't think I've ever owned an SV ship. I should change that. Those sleeper cache sites would do well with them. Yes, I did lose an Estero to my first one. I think it was a sleeper cache. It was fun. My main account is 17 years old with over 300 million skill points, making me want to dust off the old account and play again. Maybe. Welcome, Detroit. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for the chat. I'm having a lot of fun having come back. I don't have 300 million skill points. I only have 120 million, but... Well, I got locked in pretty good there, eh? Whoops, that should in there. 4, we'll go this way. 2, 1. Here. 2, 2, 1. That's here. 1. 5. So we're this way. 1. There we go. It gets the claws into you from time to time. Yeah, I actually tried. I logged in for about a week 2 years ago, but it didn't stick. Mostly because of just I didn't have time, and that frustrated me more than anything. But yeah, decided to come back. It was time. I resisted as long as I could, you know. But this is one of those games you pretty much never quit. Most people do come back eventually. 1, so that should be here. Wrench, take that. Oh, okay. 1, 1, so it's here or here. We'll try them both. 3, 2, 1. Oops, wow. Another wrench. 4. Going the wrong way. 1. Nice. Nothing again. Bastards. Alright. Fine. Loot all. Let's stack all our carbon. Save the room and get out of here. That part is still the same. Yes, yeah. I don't know. I like a lot of the changes. I think it's probably in a better place than it's been in. Well, again, there's 5 years where I don't know, but from before, it's probably the best I've ever had it. I haven't done everything yet, so I can't speak to everything they've done, but it feels like there's a lot more to do. Just in general. I don't know the state of nullsec. Someone that's actually living out there would have to tell me. I've heard good things about some of the faction warfare stuff, so... I love that my drones randomly change target. That's a fun touch. They've certainly made it better for noobs. Yeah, and I think that was important. That was one of the biggest, I won't say problems with the game, but it definitely wasn't new player friendly. A lot of people didn't get to play long enough to actually understand the game, because it definitely wasn't as fun. I think I do want to make a new alpha. I think I want to check out the new player experience, see what it is with all the air stuff and the daily missions to get skill points. I think I want to do that just to see how the learning cliff is. I was just about to say learning cliff. Cliff face learning curve. Yeah, they've kind of added ropes, I think, to help the climb, right? There's a metaphorical way to look at it if you're talking about a learning cliff. Maybe I'll go through that. Now, it'll still not be perfect because obviously I know enough about the mechanics that I'm never going to be actually fully new, but might be fun. This will be the last site, then we'll head home because I got to log off. I do have things. So we're on this half, so we want to scan this half of the circle. I guess I haven't said it this stream, so I'll say it now. This next 2 weeks after this week, so next week and the week after, are going to be different. Well, I'm hoping next week will be the same, but it's probably going to be different. I think I can shrink it. We'll just go here. Next week I have family visiting. Mother-in-law's coming to visit for a week, so I'm going to try to stream my normal schedule, but we'll have to see how possible that is. It should be fine. The week after that, I'm leaving on Sunday, and I won't be back till Saturday, so the whole week I'm out of town. So I won't be able to stream at all. So there won't be any streams the week after next. But we'll get right back to it the week after that. Kids will be in school too, so that'll be fun. Make sure I've got my probes, which I didn't. Sister's probes aren't the cheapest. At, 3.5 million a set. Rather not leave them behind. Let's go home. And shut this thing down.
Warp drive active. active.
So yeah, next week will be weird. The week after that, there'll be no streams. That's the long and the short of it. Worst case, maybe if I start late, I can run later. It'd also be some options where I might be able to stream into the afternoon or do a second stream, depending on what everybody's doing. So could be fun. Maybe we can stream Eve and Dune in the same day again. I'm excited about the new Dune changes for all the Dunelings out there, the sleepers. I guess sleepers means something different when we're playing Eve. That's funny. That's because you're boring, Alara. It's not missiles, it's not shields, way. No. Again, who knows what they changed. It worked for my alpha. That's all I'm saying. Are you dying? Are you losing it? Ooh, punched the microphone. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I guess it's funny because sleeper means something different when we're playing Eve. Kind of hit it. It misses its shots. That's skills. A lot of that'll come down to your skills. You need your tracking turret skills up.
Warp drive active.
Again, also, I'm working off 7-year-old information. I keep saying that just because I want people to understand that. Yeah, and they keep switching to your drones, right? I'm gonna watch that video to see what you're doing wrong. Alright. So we did our dailies, which was good. I almost forgot that, but we managed to just do them while doing the Abyss, so that's worth it. That's fun. And we did a little bit of scanning. We made it a little bit of money, not lots. $2 million? Not bad for a little bit of high sec cruising around.
Drive active.
Take them off. Put them on focused fire. So, auto attack, focus fire. Focus fire means they'll both go on the same one, and then you can just press F to have them attack your target, and they should stay. Yes, Kandar, good talking to you as well. Thanks for coming by. See you in space. Yeah, reach out to me anytime if you need anything. We can... maybe we can run some missions together for old time's sake one of these days. That'll be fun. You must be doing something weird, Alara, because mine never do that. You can probably take them off. What's the other one? Ah. Why am I struggling to make things work? Yeah, as long as these two are set. Auto attack means they'll pick a target, but they shouldn't change. Why are yours changing?
Warp drive active.
But yeah, no, it was good to see you. It's fun. A lot of people from years ago have come back and said hi since I came back. It's excellent. Really enjoying it. I may have to come down and watch. Maybe later today, if you're gonna keep playing after lunch, I can come down and take a look. I'll come stand and look over your shoulder, so you can lose a Tengu. Alara is my kid, and he made me lose a Tengu once while I was sitting on the couch playing because he was talking to me and I wasn't paying attention, and I blame him for it still, even though that was like 7, 8 years ago. Well, years ago anyway, more than 5. So, but I still blame him. Billionaire Tengu. Charred microcircuits are, I think, one of the corporate things, aren't they? They're looking for charred microcircuits. Clear filters. Oh, maybe not. Thought that was one of them, but I guess not. There we go, we're docked up. Okay, guys. I do want to say thanks to everyone coming to hang out, all the help, all the chat. That was excellent. I think we had some fun today. We did some Abyss and the Thrasher, which was pretty cool. And we'll figure out what we're going to do next week. Or, yeah, next week at this point probably, unless we throw in a Friday stream. We'll see how that goes. But I'm going to leave you there. As always, take care of each other, and we'll see y'all next time. I am out of here.